I have some really, really terrible news. Cliff passed away yesterday.
Good grief. How did that happen?
Today the Stern Show lost a friend, born with the name of Lynn.
We thought he had 10 more years to live.
But we called him Cliff Pallet, 'cause his speech we couldn't understand.
Yeah, I can't help but
Breaks our heart that we won't see his kind and happy face.
I can't help but
No more we'll hear his mangled words or the garbled things he'd say.
And the turkey kind of like a subside now.
Hey, poor Cliff Pallet's passed away.
He had this diagnosis of myelofibrosis.
Hey, poor Cliff Pallet's passed away.
I wouldn't have lived so that long.
Why did Cliff...
Some people only see death and sadness in this. Fred sees an opportunity to show off his singing ability.
He got a problem in the intellectual life. He got a broken heart. He comes here, he quit that band and went to Hill.com, fell off. Pick up the phone and hear all alone. But make a token call. I'm right here, you got here. You have to hit the ball. Early game, I'm full peak. Early game, I'm full peak.
Wow. Never going to hear him sing karaoke again.
I loved AC/DC.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The roll about the what?
He did love AC/DC.
The roll about the what?
Big Highway to Hell guy.
It's easy. It's free. You can take it on the way. That's nothing. Holy kind.
He didn't only sing AC/DC, though. He was a big Bon Jovi guy.
Was my bad medicine. Bad medicine, all I need.
You're going to love a bad name.
Oh, the rolling gun. Yeah.
He brought a certain similarity to every song.
Yeah.
He really
understand
did.
it.
Yeah. Let's go to Reverend Bob Levy, who has an announcement to make. Reverend Bob, go ahead.
Yes, I want to announce the next big roast. It'll be March 29th on a Wednesday. It'll be Daniel Carver.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
Yes, and also I'd like to have Schimmel on one of these roasts, come down and roast somebody.
Hey, Schimmel, do you ever roast anyone?
Yeah.
Do you partake in roasts?
Yeah. I roasted Jerry Stiller at the Comedy Awards thing, and they had to cut me out of it because I said that he got an award. He was nominated for playing Angela Lansbury's cunt on Murder, She Wrote. And they got pretty pissed off.
Oh, that's funny.
And I didn't know that Stiller doesn't curse. And
that's
he
great.
doesn't go for that kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
The next big roast is going to be Ku Klux Klansman, Daniel Carver.
Yeah,
that's going to be big.
No, I know.
That's going to be a big one.
A lot of roasting to be done there.
What's that date again, Bob?
That's March 29th. I got gay comedians, I got lesbian comedians, I got Lisa McNally, who only dates black guys.
Right.
It's going to be huge.
Oh, that's going to be
I'm working on some big black acts.
Has any white guys ever asked Lisa out?
He wants to fuck her.
Yeah, we know one white guy, Joey Boots, banged her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
All right. Okay, Bob, thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Take care.
That's going to be great. Can't wait for Bob Levy. And, hey, Bob, I hope you join in on one of the roasts. I really, truly do.
That would be great.
And you can say anything you want there to old Daniel Carver.
We'll take your Jerry Stiller joke.
It's very rare that a Jewish comedian gets a shot at the Ku Klux Klan. So there you go. All right. Let's go back to Robin and the news.
Hey, I got a request for you.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something? I'm a long-time fan. I've been up there, went to your private parts party, went to the premiere and all that. I'm living in Florida right now. I'd love to come up there and go to the Gary roast whenever it occurs. I don't know if it's not scheduled, but...
You mean the Gary Dell'Abate roast?
Right. I don't know when or if it happens, but I'd love to be in the audience for that.
Yeah, can people do advance reservations for like roasts?
Yeah, that's comfortable that he wants to come see me in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Well, I met Gary in Giant Stadium in the press box like 10 years ago when he first made appearances. First thing I said was Baba Booey. He turns around and goes, "You want my autograph?" And I was like, "No, I don't want your autograph. I just know you're from the Stern Show."
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
You go to him, I don't want your autograph. I mean, you pompous jerk.
Exactly.
That's what kind of movie is that?
Howard. I mean, I wasn't there 10 years ago, but it doesn't sound like me.
Baba Booey, it was definitely you.
No, it was me, but
it was a monster truck pull at Giant Stadium. I was working in
That was you, then.
Yeah, that doesn't deny
Gary,
it.
yeah.
You know, I don't deny I was there doing a...
Gary's a nice guy, though. You know how some people got to ask for the autograph? Gary offers it. What would you like of mine?
There's some people who won't sign autographs. Gary offers.
Yeah, that's endearing, because that's Gary's whole act. He just signs stuff.
Exactly. So I'm just dying to come to his roast.
Baba Booey. And do what? Say
for the Gary roast.
Say that I was an asshole because I offered you an autograph?
I didn't say you were an asshole. I just said that's what you said to me. I turned around and I said, "Baba Booey," and you said, "Hey, you want my autograph?"
So what do you think? Why would you want to come to the roast? Like, why is that so exciting to you?
Because I love the show. The first two roasts I've listened to continuously. I think they're hilarious. And I think, come on, let's look at all the ribbing you've taken over all the years.
I don't know if I'm right about this, but I think the next roast is going to be insane. We invited a bunch of black, gay, Jewish comedians to roast Daniel Carver of the Ku Klux Klan. When is that, Gary?
March 30th.
March 30th.
And then we've already got the next roast planned, you know.
Which one is that?
Late April.
What is that?
Can I spill it?
Sure.
We're doing the Casey Armstrong roast.
Oh.
And that's the one that we may take outside and like do the big night party and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd like to start doing them at night.
Oh, my God. Casey Armstrong.
Oy vey.
Jesus.
Hey, I got to take a break here.
We might not even be able to air that one.
Hey, I got to tell you, I didn't think I'd like it, but I'm really starting to... Oh, sorry, Fred. Fred's playing a song.
This is Fred's entry for the roast.
Yeah.
If you're feeling gay, wanna roll in the hay, who you gonna call? Casey Armstrong. When you need some bud, wanna bust a nut, who can you call? Casey Armstrong.
I love that.
I ain't homophobic. I ain't homophobic.
All right, Gary is wrong about the date of the Daniel Carver roast. It is the 29th.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You know what? It moved a couple of times. That's why.
It's the 29th. I just got handed a note.
Okay.
Play the Gorillaz one. The Gorillaz one, that Gorillaz song.
Here you go.
I don't know why I like this one so much.
Big teeth and gums like a silver back. And every time he talks, his big lips smack. So stinky in his big ass is appalling to see. People start gagging every time he speaks.
That's creative.
His name is Baba Booey.
Beautiful. That's a big production number.
Sorry, guys.
What was I saying? I was just saying something.
We were talking about roast. I don't know what the heck
Casey
happened.
roast.
I don't know.
Carver roast.
You want something before that?
Yeah, Fred was probably not important. Say that. Yeah, and we got ribs to give away today. First time in my radio career I've ever given away ribs.
I'll take them.
Yeah. Gary says they're great.
Actually, he's right. I've had these before. Man, what a meal.
Mouth-watering party. You won a mouth-watering party from Carson's Barbecue. Nice. Baby back ribs, pork chops, cheesy potatoes, bread brownies. You'll love it. Man, Carson's. 800 get ribs. They even got a number. Nice. Hey, good morning, everybody. What's happening? I went trying to get back into working out. So I went for a run yesterday.
How'd that go?
It was hard, man. And now, I feel like shit now, My voice is all screwed up. And
I played a little half-court basketball yesterday.
Yeah.
I got into it. I only lasted, though. We played till 11. By 8, I was just like, oof, I had to get a sub.
Yeah, I have a new theory that working out actually just is not good for you. I mean, because I go for a run, I do the weights.
It can't be good for you.
And I'm trying to get in shape. And, we got this show. And, I've been feeling so good lately. And then I go and I work out. I didn't do anything heavy or strenuous.
Is this the first time you've worked out in a while?
No, I've been working out gradually for the last couple of days, on and off. And then, you feel like crap. Oh, this is going to be a tough show today. I'm staring right at Evil Dave.
He pops up, doesn't he?
Yeah. Didn't we discuss, I don't want to see everybody?
You certainly can see him. Everybody can see him.
Oh, yeah. This ain't working for me, man.
This is going to be a tough day all around.
I got Evil Dave. How you doing, Evil Dave?
Really good. Good to see you, Howard.
Good to see you.
I just want to let you know that I think I have an infection on my McGillicuddy because there are red bumps and they're oozing yellow pus.
All right.
Yeah.
You're McGillicuddy. You're a Bubba fan, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. And your hiring of Bubba was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Want to know why? 2 words. Cock off.
Yeah, you heard the cock off?
Yeah.
Have you done a cock off?
I don't get that.
Hey, Evil Dave, do you mind wearing a paper bag on your head when we do the show?
Yeah.
Dave Letterman, everybody. Great Dave Letterman.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Also, I'm being moved out of my area because Daniel has to sit in here.
What? Yeah, for the roast. Hey, by the way, we're having a big roast today, and I think from an issue of safety, we're just going to put Daniel in his own.
Yeah, but I'm displaced.
Yeah, for like an hour.
For like an hour, but I can't work, and then I got to sit out there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't like that at all. It's very disconcerting. I don't know. How do I know Daniel's not going to take a crap in my studio?
You don't?
Oh, he's a classy guy.
He'll probably take a crap in there.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Well, hey, we all got to put up with, we have a squeeze-tight situation.
And I got to sit, where? Where am I sitting? Nobody even thought about where I was supposed to sit. They were like, oh,
sit on the guest
where
couch.
Are you going to be?
You're with Jeff Carver.
I just found out yesterday.
I got a great idea, Howard.
Yeah.
Why does she just shut up and stay in her booth? It's like, she's been complaining. I know, it sucks. I don't have an alternative situation, Robin, if you can come up with one. Otherwise, I have you sitting on the couch and I have him in there. We thought this was the best for what we're doing. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
Yeah, sit in your booth then. But, we just don't have a place to put him. And we just want to keep him sort of separate from them. But
you have a problem with the redneck head of the Klan?
Howard, my things are in here. I don't want him around my stuff.
Yeah. Howard, can I ask a question?
I give you a whole day's notice to clean it up.
Yeah, what is it?
Clean it up. It's my purse, you jackass.
Is it true that Robin's boyfriend before Mr. X was her dad?
No, that wasn't her boyfriend. That was her book. Quivers Alive.
Okay.
Now he's mouthing off because he forgot to tell me that he was doing that.
No, we told everybody. Robin, I'm sorry that your 24 hours is enough notice to move your purse.
24 hours? We came to you and asked. You wouldn't tell me anything.
Robin, okay, so we told you yesterday.
No, we didn't tell me. Scott DePace said, Robin, do you know where Daniel Carver is sitting?
Okay, for whatever reason, you found out yesterday.
For whatever reason.
So now what?
Just shut off your mic. I was talking to
you have 24 hours to move your purse and a couple of newspapers.
Move my purse.
I apologize.
Where should I put them? In the middle of the floor?
No, stay where you are and just keep yelling.
Wow.
Can I say something here?
Yeah.
I heard that somebody called Robin cuntface the other day. What a coincidence. That's what I call my mother.
Oh.
Really, Dave?
That's right.
I always thought there was something between you and your mother.
Yeah.
What about that, Robin? You going to feel comfortable moving? You don't have to if you don't want to. I'll put the chair somewhere else.
I've made arrangements to move, but the idea is that this is my workspace.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the opportunity to not move.
I have a workspace because I have to work.
I'm giving you the opportunity not to move. I mean, I don't know. You're going to complain one way or the other, so decide what you want to do, and we'll leave it at that.
Be quiet.
Decide what you want to do. Just make a decision.
You're an irritating little maggot.
No, he's right. Wait, do you want to stay in your booth?
Where are you going to put Daniel? You bring a maniac in.
I don't know.
Where are you going to put him?
Robin, what's your solution besides yelling?
Look, today is not the day to ask me for my solution.
Okay, starting yesterday, what's your solution?
Starting yesterday.
I mean, all you're doing is yelling, but you have no...
You are in my ear like a headache. Would you leave me alone?
I would say if you hadn't dried up, I would think you're on the rack.
Shut up.
Well, what a lovely morning.
Can Dave say something?
I just you know, I got to tell you folks something. I love the freedom of satellite. Let's all finger each other.
Now I'm feeling a little disconcerted.
Why don't you go in Robin's booth? Because I don't really want to stare at you.
Yeah, Robin, you got it easy. Look who I'm sitting next to.
Robin, no offense. I was bitching about where Dave was sitting, and now you took over with where Daniel Carver's going to be sitting.
Ahead.
You know, you took my anger away.
I just said it, and then Gary's like, yeah.
Howard,
yeah.
Can you move your nose? I can't see Robin.
Oh. Getting in on the roast a little bit there.
Dave,
Get ready, warming up.
Dave Letterman, everybody, here this morning, a little freer on satellite, able to say what he wants to say. He doesn't have to sit and do that wacky persona he does on TV where he's shocked by everything.
Let's not get into that.
Be evil.
Yeah, you could really be evil, Dave.
Is it just me, or is that Alexis Smith a little cunty?
Alexis
Stewart.
Alexis Stewart. Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
You were doing good.
Yeah.
And what happens is, the better you do, the more you keep doing. You take a breather.
All right, sure.
And slow down for a few minutes.
All right, buddy.
All right. Let's go to Bill. Bill, you're on the air in New York.
Well, good morning. I got to move my chair for an hour. Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
Go sit on your boat if you don't like it.
Sit on our boat?
Where do you work?
I got no chair.
Hey, why? I don't want to look at Evil Dave. What about me?
We got to get a bigger place for the roast if he's going to be like this.
Yeah, we actually are. This is the last roast. This is actually the last roast we're doing in the studio. From now on, the roast might even be at night. We're thinking about, now that we do the replay all day, we don't even have to be here in the morning all the time. We can do something at night and then replay it in the morning. And we were thinking the next roast we could actually do in the, what do you call that, Robin?
The fishbowl.
The fishbowl, which is a big area here at the radio place. Sirius.
The radio place.
The radio place. There's a big.
Place for Robin to sit? Is that all right?
There is a place for Robin to sit. In fact, Robin will be able to sit in her booth, and then we can walk out and do the roast.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, we're getting it together.
Now, if you do the roast at night, are you going to air it live?
Yes.
Oh.
The answer to your question, Robin, is yes.
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 Well, now I have the information actually before the roast, at least.
I want some cock.
I want cock. I want yes.
I want to fuck somebody in the ass. I like girls. I like pussy, but I like cock, too. I don't know. I'll blow it. I fuck it.
Yes. Hey, Paul, you're on the air in New Hampshire.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, now.
Hey, what's up? Hey, listen,
hey, now.
I got a couple of things I want to say, but first, I'm sensing a little bit of a Rosa Parks thing here with Robin.
That's right. She's fighting back.
It's like the bus is
It's my bus, and they're telling me I can't sit on it.
What is that, Paul?
I said it's like the bus is pulled over, and the white group of guys are like all telling the black chick she has to get off the bus.
That's right.
It's my bus that they're telling me to throw. It's my bus.
I'm pro-Rosa.
There you go.
Howard's bus.
Howard, I wanted to ask you if you were aware of something.
It's Robin's bus, too.
I was watching this show.
Gary, you better just be quiet today.
Wait, there's arguing going on, sir.
I mean, I get
that. Oh, here he goes again.
I get to have an opinion. It's just an
opinion.
Here
he goes again.
You don't have to like it, but it's an opinion. Oh, that's you, Robin. You have no idea. That's what the audience hears. That's what the audience hears from you.
By the way, Howard?
Yes, Dave.
What's the difference between a woman and a cow?
What?
Well, a woman doesn't shit on the floor, when you pull on her tits.
A woman doesn't shit on the floor.
That's not true.
Excuse me. What is that thing in here world? Is that a throne? What is
that's
that?
For Daniel Carver. He's being roasted.
That's the roasting chair.
I thought it was for something else. Okay.
All right, Dan, you're on the air.
A little ad-libbing.
Don't ad-lib, please. Dan, go ahead. You're on in Boston.
Yes, Howard. A couple of quick things there.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. First of all, Robin, maybe you should just move your place into a nice spaceship. And I just don't understand this. I mean, Gary, you got a good point. I mean, come on, Robin. What's your solution? I mean,
here's what it is.
Look, you don't dump something in my lap at the last minute and ask me for a solution.
It's best to tell people what's going to be happening in advance. Obviously, that was overlooked. And, all right, we're going to try and get through it. Can I just say one more thing, Howard? Really? Robin, hold on.
The last minute would have been telling you at 5 of 7. Okay, a day before.
You didn't think to tell me at all.
Okay,
remember that.
Did I apologize yesterday for that, Robin?
That's your solution to everything. I apologized. It didn't happen.
Well, you're so fucking perfect. Have you never apologized? That you mean, Christ's sakes. So I apologized to you yesterday. The truth of the matter is I didn't even think it was going to be that big an issue. You've left your studio for time many times. It hasn't been an issue. You sit on the couch when we play Winfred's Money.
Yeah, but there aren't also a whole audience full of people. I have to climb over people. It's crazy.
Oh, we all have to climb. Look at what we're working with. I'm climbing over ready to get... No, but really, I mean, I'll be in there with a wireless, and I'll be climbing over people. We're working in a small space with a...
Howard. Sal's in a monkey outfit with a moron sign over Gary. And now Gary just threw a box at Sal.
Oh, I wondered why he stopped talking.
Howard, I got to tell you, I love this replay that you're doing. I mean, I wake up...
Wait, hold on. There's something going on in the hall. Gary, what's going on over there? What is Sal doing? What happened?
Pick up everything that I just threw at you. Pick it up. Pick it up. I threw an entire box of mail at him.
Gary, you threw all your stuff at Sal.
Now it's my stuff. It's just fucking at me, Gary.
There's fighting going on. Gary's fighting with Sal.
It's like a racket.
Honestly,
here.
Gary shows restraint. By now, I would have shoved Sal down a fucking toilet.
Yes.
Is it just me, or does Mr. X look like one of the guys who blew up the World Trade Center?
Mr. X? Robin's Mr. X?
Yeah.
No.
No? All right, well.
It's just you, Dave.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for clarifying that.
I am Mr. X. Robin got a goddamn bow toilet.
Yeah, all right.
And Howard, by the way, I just want to say, I think it was cruel for you to buy Robin a Mercedes, because we all know that a black person in a nice car is going to be harassed by the cops.
You think that was my plan?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Dave. I got to take a break, Dave. As you know, you're on a network television show. Dave Letterman, everybody. We're going to take a break. We're going to set up. When we come back, we're going to be at an actual roast for Daniel Carver of the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah. And I know none of us agree with Daniel Carver's racial views, but he is taking one from the team, for the team, and he is coming in here and being roasted by black people, gay people.
And a big fat guinea.
A big fat guinea and lesbos. So we are happy to have him here today to get this abuse heaped on him. So next, it's the Daniel Carver Roast, hosted by Reverend Bob Levy and a slew of great comics. But first, these words.
Hello? Hello, Ed? Yeah. Is Stewie there? Who? Stu. What's Stu? Pit. Pit. P-E-I-T. Stupid? Yeah. Well, you motherfucker, you cocksucker. Why don't you come down here, you cocksucker? I'll cut your belly open, you fucking mother cocksucker. Why don't you go out to fuck your mother, you son of a bitch, you lousy yellow pest.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Do you let Howard Stern teabag you?
I'm not sure what that is.
It's when a man drops his nuts on your face.
No.
Wow, this looks like a real roast. Sort of. I like it. All right, let me see if I can get this all set up. Robin, you are in the room now, right on Yes Microphone 1.
Yes,
we have a room full of fans here today. It's very exciting. This is wild. Where is everybody from? Who are some of the people we have sitting here in the audience? Who is this? Where are you from, Hoboken? What happened? You called in and that's how you ended up here?
I was hanging out with Bob.
Hanging out with Bob Levy? Is that how you ended?
Yeah, at the last night at the roast party.
Yeah, and a lot of people are wearing Leslie Moonves Sucks T-shirts. Who made those?
Apparently somebody in the audience.
Yeah, you made those?
Courtesy of that guy over there from a guy in SFN. Network.
Oh, good. I like those shirts.
Designed Foo on Stern Fan Network. Everybody here on Stern Fan Network got one, so.
Yes.
For you, Howard.
And there's even another guy who designed his own shirt that says FCBS Radio, and then if you turn around it says Leslie Moonves is a skunk. A lot of people taking up the cause for thank you very much.
They're making their own shirts.
Right. Where's the woman who won the seat here to was going to give oral to Bubba the Love Sponge?
I didn't get the seat for that, but I did talk about oral to Bubba. That'd be me. I Heart New York.
You're the one who wants to give Bubba the Love Sponge oral? And you said you would...
I said it, yes.
And you said you would give Richard Christie oral and Benji oral.
He's old and fat, so fuck him.
You don't look bad at all to me. You look very nice.
Thank you, Howard.
Here's another attractive woman in our audience. What is your name?
My my name's Kelly.
Kelly, how did you end up here?
Stern Fan Network.
All right, well, a lot of Stern Fan Network people.
Thanks to Levy.
Thanks to the Reverend Bob Levy. And speaking of Reverend Bob Levy, I'm going to go over to him now if I can figure out what microphone he is on. Here he is, Bob Levy.
What's up, brother?
Bob, this is a stellar crew of people to race.
This is amazing.
Daniel Carver of the Ku Klux Klan.
Gays, everything. Lesbians, blacks, Jews.
Well, why don't we bring in the man of the hour, Daniel Carver of the Ku Klux Klan, and let's hear what he has to say. Daniel Carver of the Ku Klux Klan marching into the room. He has agreed to be roasted by some of the top comics in the country.
Is he wearing that hot outfit that
he is wearing? His Ku Klux Klan. There he is, the man of the hour, Daniel Carver of the Ku Klux Klan. You know, it's funny. Daniel left his Ku Klux Klan outfit at the hotel, and we said, well, why wouldn't you bring it here? I mean, where are you going to wear it in New York?
Yeah, at the hotel he's wearing it.
Right. Daniel, let Daniel put on his headphones. I don't know if he can get it over that cone head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows how.
He knows how to do it. Daniel's getting situated. Welcome, Daniel, to your roast.
I feel like Robin behind this glass.
Yes.
Well, that's a good feeling.
Oh, Daniel, first of all, you are in a king's throne because you are the man of the hour being roasted, and you know what a roast is. It's going to be brutal. There's a lot of people here who are black, who are gay, who are lesbian, who are homosexual, who all want to have their way at roasting a Ku Klux Klansman. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of niggers, though.
Well, there are black...
Something's wrong with your vision, Daniel.
There are African-American comics over there. There's African-Americans in the audience.
Yeah, I see angry nigger over there.
Yeah, I know. Suck my dick, you shitheel.
Well, wait a second now. Let's get to the bottom of this. We'll get you, Angry Black, you are not one of... How do you end up at every roast, Angry Black?
You know, everybody knows Shelley the Angry Black, the greatest African-American broadcast on the face of the earth. I make all the roasts. But I do have one thing to digress from, Howard. You got all these great comedians up here. These guys are going to fucking kill. Why is Lisa Lampanelli here and what's the other whore, Judy Gold?
Why are you saying, hey, man, get out of here.
What is his problem?
Why are you ruining my roast? What's wrong with Lisa Lampanelli? What's wrong with her?
In fairness, you know, because there are no funny female comedians.
Bullshit.
Oh, my goodness.
I got to be honest with you, this darky is right. Because these fucking cunts, with their comedy, talking about their period and their dating and their shopping, shut up and get knocked up, you fucking whore.
I saw Lisa, like, brushing off her shirt there. You know, no, the crumbs aren't going to come out, bitch.
All right,
Listen, Negro, leave the comedy to the professionals. Sit there and don't pay your child support and stop tipping as usual.
I just want to make sure. You seem to have, like...
All right, come on, wait a second. Wait, get the microphone away from him. I'm trying to get this under control.
Really, what happened?
Daniel, wait, what was that? What'd you say?
No, he was disrespecting my bitch. I just had to
That's right. Have you two made love? Lisa,
no, we haven't made love yet, but in the green room, he hit me in the clit. So I think it's only a matter of time.
Lisa, there's so many black comedians here. This is like heaven to you. You love to do black men.
Exactly. Oh, it is an embarrassment of wealth to be here with them and the big cunt Judy Gold.
Daniel, before we get started with the roast, Daniel, what do you think of the fact that Lisa over there has sex with black men exclusively?
She'll have to answer for her sins just like I'll answer for mine. That's probably the best she can do. I mean...
Well, she agrees with that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I can't get a white guy to fuck me. You kidding me?
Right.
He's I'm just asking a question. Aren't like guys like that?
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, Angry Black, please. Yes?
No, here's a serious question. Aren't they known for, like, incest?
Are you known for incest, Daniel?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck out of here.
He never asked his sister.
Look, his daughter is going to take him to child support court.
All right, but let me get this under control for a second. Daniel, because it's going to get wild in here. You have agreed to be roasted, which we commend you for. I know it's not an easy thing to sit through a roast, but you are a very controversial figure. Most of the people in this room do not agree with your racial views, myself included, so this should be pretty wild. Are you ready to be roasted by black men, by gay women, by women who have sex with blacks, by Jews? The Jew will be roasting you. Jews like Gilbert Gottfried. Are you ready? Jewish gay women.
I'm ready for anything they can dish out because I know anything they say will be a joke and I tell the truth. What I say is truth. What they say will be funny and I laugh at funny.
All right, here we go. And Daniel, by the way, you wore your full Ku Klux Klan robe today for the roast. You almost left it back in the hotel. Why was that?
Well, nobody told me to bring it.
I see. But why would you bring it to New York and not bring it here? I mean,
where were you planning to wear it?
Well, nobody called me. When Anne Marie was in charge, she always called and told me what to do, and nobody called and told me, so I didn't know if he wanted it or not. I didn't want to scare Robin without you telling me to.
Do you think it's wise to leave that costume in your hotel room if a maid found it, and let's say the maid was Puerto Rican?
They probably would have just laundered it out.
Yeah, they go to his sheets.
You shouldn't be in there.
All right. Let's get through the roast. I'm going to turn it over to Reverend Bob Levy. He's going to introduce our comics.
Come on, you guys ready for the Daniel Carver roast? Come on, I want to hear some fucking noise. We got tons of comedians here. This is going to get nuts. So Daniel, you're dead today, brother.
I can't be dead. I'm behind a bulletproof glass.
Well, good reason. Robin's got the key. We'll get it. You guys ready? Come on, let's get this thing going. Let's go. Come on. Go. This is a special event because even the black people got here on time.
Wow.
They thought we was making a Tarzan movie.
Hello, Daniel. Look at you and that fucking outfit. You look like a big piece of shit wrapped in toilet paper. One time, Daniel got so dark from the sun, he burned a cross on his own lawn. In his life, he scared away more blacks than a policeman with a flashlight. I know why you wear a hood. I'd wear a hood, too, if I was that fucking ugly. Look at you. He's such a racist, homophobic. I heard he wears his hood backwards while he's getting fucked in the ass by a black man. That's a great outfit, Daniel, you and your family have. You're the only family that shops at Bed, Bath, and Beyond. I fucked that one up. Daniel thinks it's wrong to fuck his sister. To fuck her sister. Well, not if it's own, right? You ever fuck your own sister, Daniel?
No, I never did.
Well, you probably will after this one. I heard Daniel had to watch Schindler's List twice because he laughed through the first time he watched it. I can't believe your wife makes more money than you. What do you do all day? Sit on the couch watching Oprah playing with your cunt?
No, I work too.
What does Daniel and an oversized bra have in common? Neither of them can support a woman. It's hard to get the Daniel stuff. He won't even try anal sex with his wife because he's afraid his dick will come out brown.
Now you're cooking.
There you go. He's such a racist, he ripped February out of his calendar at home. You guys ready for more? Come on, we got tons of comedians.
Daniel, what did you think of that? I mean, to sit there and take those jokes.
They're funny, a little too nasty. But
you thought they were too nasty? I think it's going to get worse.
It don't matter. I can handle it.
Will you remember his name and tell the Klan that he is an enemy of the people?
What's his name?
He's Jewish. He's Levy.
Bob Levy.
Jewish. Another devil, huh?
Another devil. All right, let's go on with the roast.
Okay, the first guy coming up is Shuley. He's the only Jew here that looks like he survived the Nazi concentration camp. Where is Shuley? Come on, Shuley, get up here.
This is another Jew, Daniel. Another Jew. This is a Jew.
Hitler didn't get them all, did he?
No, he didn't.
Morning, Daniel. Morning, everybody. Morning. How we doing? Let's make some noise. Let's get the energy going. Come on. Let's hear it for Bob Levy. Bob's like the great-great-grandfather I've never had. Lisa Lampanelli's here, and I have to say, I think Lisa's hot. I do, but then again, I've always wanted to fuck the Michelin Tire Man since I was a kid. I saw Lisa on The Tonight Show recently. I don't know what was bigger, Jay's chin or your gunt. Look at Lisa. She looks like a drug mule without the drugs. That's a good one.
Truly. Yeah.
Lisa loves banging black guys, and to all you black guys, I just want to say thank you. I wouldn't fuck her with Judy Gold's cock. I'm just kidding. We all know Judy doesn't have a cock, but she does have an enormous cunt. Her twat is so huge. When she's done pissing, she doesn't wipe it. She just wrings it out like a dish rag. Look at that. She looks like a construction crane with a wig. Hey, calm down. It's a roast. Don't be groaning like pussies. When I look at Judy, I think 4 words. Dunk the ball, Chief.
Judy, are you offended by all of this? Are you offended by all of this?
No, I don't. It's not even funny, so I don't give a shit.
You're going to get him back. All right. Lisa, he said some very mean things about you.
I don't care. They were fucking hilarious. That's what
Thank
a roast
you, Lisa.
is. Don't be
Thank
a pussy, Judy Gold. You dirty dyke.
Uptight twat.
I'm not a pussy. Yours were way funnier than mine. Like, because I'm a fucking straight woman who bangs the blacks. It's funnier than being a dyke. It's called a dyke.
You fucking asshole.
Judy, are you at war with Lisa Lampanelli?
I'm just so in love with her, and there's so much sexual tension.
All right. Let's go back to Shuli, who is roasting Daniel Carver.
Yucko's here as well. Yucko's into recycling. You can tell by his jokes. Hey, Yucko, you into fitness? Try fitting this joke in another roast, you cocksucker. Sadly, you won't be hearing Yucko's horn today, though, because he only honks it when he says something funny. We have black comedians here, and they're all kind of sitting together. It's cool. I feel like I'm watching Amistad. How we doing, fellas? People were worried about me doing black jokes, but have no fear. I grew up with black people my whole life. My dad was a prison guard. Earthquake is here. Earthquake's a large black man, former military man. He's got his posse here, and I just want to say thanks a lot for coming out, sir. Gilbert's here as well, Gilbert Godfrey. I wonder who's going to steal more shit at the end of today, the black comics or Gilbert. And Daniel Carver, finally. Let's get to the man of honor. Daniel. I have to work the room. I'm sorry. Daniel, sitting here in this booth with the clear glass. I feel like I'm roasting the Pope in the Pope mobile.
Thank you. Daniel likes that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Daniel's at his mightiest when he's dressed in his cloak and hood, and so is my 13-year-old nephew when he's playing Dungeons and Dragons, you retard. I find it ironic that Daniel hates Jews, and yet he probably can't even spell it. And Daniel's son shares the same beliefs as him, which proves the theory that the dumb fucking retard doesn't fall far from the tree. What, I crossed the line now? Yeah. Look who woke up out of his devil dog coma.
You crossed the funny line.
Well, if your son's listening, Daniel, I mean, tell Junior to look on the bright side. One day he'll have the choice of either taking over your flourishing Klan catalog business or your equally successful roofing business in Georgia. And finally, Daniel, I think the world is lucky to have you as a spokesman for the Klan, because it just shows us all how fucking stupid you people really are and what happens when cousins fuck. Shalom, you cocksucker.
Daniel taking the beating on that.
Yeah, I appreciate him advertising my roofing company, though.
Yes, you did. Daniel, what do you want to say anything? He's Jewish. Anything you want to refute there?
I thought he was roasting somebody else instead of me there. I like that about his daddy working for the prison there, making a lot of niggers. A lot of truth in that one.
All right, well, there we go. Let's go to Bob Levy.
Next one coming up is Quentin Heggs. He's a friend of mine. What's it? Regis called him the next Eddie Murphy. I guess that's why he had a transsexual in the green room. Quentin Heggs. Let's hear it from him.
All right, well, I got to tell you straight off, it's hard to make fun of somebody you don't give a fuck about, but I wrote a little something down here.
Great.
I'd just like to say, first of all, Danny Boy here, that's what we call him in the ghetto, Danny Boy. He is not only the Imperial Wizard and Grand Dragon of the KKK, he's also the Grand High Exalted Mystic Ruler of the Suffering Hearts and Small Penises Society. Yes, Daniel's penis is so small, over the last 3 years, he's gotten 2 buttonholes pregnant. It's not even a dick. It's more like a dick light. But as I've been told by a few talkative members of the KKK, it tastes great, less filling. And I've noticed, I did a little research, I did a Google on Mr. Carver. I shouldn't even call him Mr. Carver, I should call him...
No, you got it right.
No, I should call him what they call in Rikers Island, Sweet Daddy. One of his most noted quotes is, "Wake up, white people." And I say, yes, wake the fuck up, white people, and look at this sad piece of shit that's trying to guide you. I heard that Danny Boy here is such a racist that even though he's a roofer by trade, he refuses to use black tar. And I was told that he actually went and bought a copy of the movie Roots, but it kind of made me mad that I heard that he also played it backwards because it had see if it had a happy ending. I fucked that one up. And even the town Daniel lives in is racist. They don't sell Ben Gay, they sell Ben Faggot. Daniel hates blacks so much that the only hood you'll find him in is the one this fucker's wearing right now. His family is so inbred that he's got a cousin he calls Uncle Daddy. And I'd like to say in closing that I don't hate anybody. So I don't know why he has so much pure hate in his heart, but I just hope you get locked in a hotel room with Kobe Bryant and Mike Tyson and room service runs out of Vaseline.
Yeah, there you go. Daniel, that's...
Wait next.
Yeah, I don't hate anybody neither. I just think niggers are dumb animals.
I don't think anybody can hear Daniel, can they? Because he's locked in a booth.
No, they can't hear him because they don't have headphones on.
Oh, you do have speakers.
Right,
that's good.
Oh, yeah?
All right, yeah.
That for them, Robin?
Yeah.
Should I repeat that?
Daniel, what is it like to be roasted right now? I mean, a black man telling a white man to F off and all this kind of stuff.
Well, I've been to a lot of comedy shows, and it's just like going to a comedy show.
All right, well, there you go. No one has really gotten a Daniel.
No, they can't get to me.
All
Daniel doesn't understand most of the jokes, Howard.
Yeah, I understand them, Robin.
Let's go to Bob Levy, who is our roast master.
Okay, next coming up is going to be Sal. I don't know what's going to last longer here. Sal working here or a box of devil dogs in front of Artie. I heard people talking around the office, and Sal's going to get a new title. It's called Listener. Let's hear it from my friend Sal the Stockbroker.
Let's hear it for Bob Levy. Boy, did he suck today. Levy as in leave now, you motherfucker. How about the great Daniel Carver? Good sport. Come on. Great sport. Thank you.
Some kind of sport.
It was easy to get Daniel here. He just heard the words roast and black and was the first to show up. But never mind this prick. Let's say hello to Artie Lang. Yes. Artie's very funny on Sirius. Take away the words fucking cock and you're left with a fat slob eating Pop-Tarts all day.
Keep going.
Here's a 4-letter word you should try. Diet. You fat fuck. It's a shame him and Dana are always fighting. Maybe if you fingered her the way you fingered that vending machine, she wouldn't break your balls. The poor girl's got to stick a devil dog in her twat just to get eaten out. Fat fuck. Hey, never mind this shithead. Let's hear it for the great Howard Stern.
Thank you.
I love you, Howard.
Thank you.
I love Howard so much I brought him a gift. It's a penis you could put over that pussy you grew while watching Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
For Christ's sake, you know you're a fag when you're lying in bed with a supermodel and you get a hard-on over watching The Bachelor. But that's okay. Genius. But that's okay. That's okay.
I think he just stepped over that line, too.
It doesn't matter.
He stepped over the funny line 2 years ago.
It doesn't matter. Betho was very happy. Betho. As in, oh, shit, did I hit the jackpot. There's a new game called Win Howard's Money. It's a race between Les Moonves and Beth Ostrowski.
That's a good one.
Speaking of models, let's say hello to Lisa Lampanelli. Yeah, you're a model. If this was a fucking boat show.
That was funny.
And you're not, so shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Lisa loves the brothers. Man, she's fucked so many black guys, Daniel tried to burn a cross in her pussy. Her twat's been more beat up than Reginald Denny during the L.A. riots. Oh. She's banged so many colors, every time she queefs, it smells like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Those brothers love Lisa's pussy, because that's where they hide the television sets. I want to say hello to Judy. Yucko the Clown. I'm sorry. I got that thing wrong. I'm sorry, Yucko. I didn't mean to insult you that way. And now, a man who has bigger balls than Penny Crone. Let's hear it for Daniel Carver. Daniel, you sick son of a bitch. You hate blacks, Jews, Puerto Ricans, fags. I don't want to roast you. I want to shake your fucking hand.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
I brought in my kid sheets for you to autograph. I got a picture of you hanging in my living room. It's right between Adolf Hitler and Marge Schott. You're a fucking hero.
I know you're right, but you better cool it a little better. They're going to fire you.
You are a genius. Let me tell you something. It took Howard Stern 20 years of broadcasting to become famous. And all you needed was an answering machine. You're a fucking genius. Wah, 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 wah. Look at all the blacks here today, Daniel. Even security's black. This ain't a roast. It's a fucking auction. There's so much eggplant here, Robin's pussy just punched out Lisa Lampanelli. It's amazing. For the first time in my life, Gary's lips look normal. This room is so dark, I don't know whether to tell jokes or develop film. Oh, I forgot. In the end, you're supposed to say something nice about the roaster. So, Daniel Carver, keep up the good fight. I'm Sal Stockbroker. Thank you.
All right, Sal. Sal coming in with a wild... Now, that was a shock, Daniel. You were praised by Sal the Stockbroker.
Yeah, he's more racist than I am.
All right, well, there you go. Takes one to know one.
There's a compliment.
There it is. Reverend Bob Levy, go ahead.
All right, coming up next, we got Artie Lang. Look at the size of Artie now. His shadow weighs 200 pounds. Look at the size of him. I can't believe Dana's fucking him. I didn't know her pussy worked for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Artie Lang. Let's hear it for Artie Lang.
Come on, Artie.
Keep it going for the Joe Cocker of comedy, Bob Levy. Bob must be doing shit. His glass isn't broke from his fucking dumb fist. Believe me, I hate to be the one to break this to you, but Chappelle is at it again. He's stealing from you again, man. Just the other day on The Tonight Show, he said he wanted to order a shrimp cocktail. He stole your incredibly dumb guy character who can't speak or read. Let's go to the great Sal the Stockbroker, who was great up here. Sal, you're a wonderful guy.
Thank you. Thank you, Artie.
Mark Harris called yesterday after hearing your soliloquy to Howard and called you a fucking faggot. Dude, what is wrong with you? You don't understand why Howard doesn't want to invite you to his kid's bat mitzvah? Those introductions wouldn't be too awkward, would they? This is Robin. She's the co-host of the show. This is Gary. He's the producer of the show. This is Sal. He's the guy who once admitted under hypnosis he wants to suck my cock. But seriously, Sal, you're doing great. Just a few years ago, you were a stockbroker making phony phone calls all day and making a lot of money. Now you make phony phone calls all day and you're completely broke. At this rate, a year from now, you'll be writing jokes for Leno and paying him $100 a week. The great Fred is here. My coworker Fred. No one ever talks about Fred.
Fred, yeah, come on. Come on.
Fred, not too talkative on the air, but off the air. Holy Christ, don't get cornered by Fred. I read for his next TV special, David Blaine is going to attempt to escape from a conversation with Fred. Benji Bronk is here. Benji?
Yeah.
Benji just wrote a health book. I don't know if you know about this. It's called How to Get Morbidly Obese on Nothing But Soy, Meat, and Lettuce. Robin Quivers. Robin's a wonder. Robin just bought a boat. And I don't know if you know this, she named the boat. And the name of the boat is, of course, the SS Meats and Vegetables and Pussy. Howard Stern is here, my boss. Howard Stern.
Thank you. Thank you.
Still in back of the mic. You look straight. What are you, 68 now? Jesus Christ. That plastic surgery really worked, too, man. Every morning I walk in here, I got to do a double take. I said, whoa, did Brad Pitt get a radio show?
See, that's not fun.
By the way, Howard, I was talking to my cousin. He's over in Iraq the other day, and he was in a foxhole. His knee was bleeding. He had just gotten shot. He was trying to bandage up his buddy. They were in a firefight. They were shooting at the enemy, trying to stay alive. And he wanted me to tell you that he heard that the heater in your limo is too loud. And they're all praying for you over there, man. They said, look, tell Howard somehow we'll pray for him, get through it, and, it'll be warm, and he can helicopter to his Hamptons mansion. Lisa Lampanelli's here. A lot of people say to make it in show business, you have to be great looking. Lisa's proven you don't even have to be fuckable. I wish I had a dime for every time I get mistaken for Lisa Lampanelli. By the way, just for the record, to talk about our last roastie, Ronnie, just for the record, it's been 2 more months. I still haven't gone to lunch with that loser. Is he getting shorter? I walked in today. He was standing by some of the guards, and I thought security had to take your kid to work day. Oh, Christ. And look who's over here, this big, dumb fucking redneck. Dude, it's 2006. You look retarded. Thank you. You dumb fuck. Daniel, I smell black cock. Did you burp?
I can't smell it. I'm in this glass. They put me in here so I wouldn't have to smell all them niggers.
Well, your wife must have farted.
Told you he didn't understand the jokes.
Well, I got to give him one compliment before I nail him. My favorite Daniel Carver quote of all time. Howard, someday the Mexicans are going to outnumber the humans. That was a good one, I got to admit. I've used that on the road.
It's already happened in a lot of cities.
Yeah, whatever, fuck it. It's just hard to argue with a guy wearing a sheet, man. It's 62 years old. I mean, look at you. What the fuck is going on? Where do you shop at Bed Bath & Beyond? Oh, that was Levy's great joke. By the way, the roast's a half-hour old. Levy hasn't said something funny yet.
Fuck you, fatty.
Bed Bath & Beyond. I have to correct something that Daniel said, though, once. He said, all Jews are the devil. That's wrong. Only one is. Les Moonves. I'm counting one for you, Howard,
Thank
man.
you.
Long after you're dead, I'm going to have to get a job on CBS, so fuck off. Oh, Christ. Did I do the Benji thing? Yeah. Okay, let's get back to Daniel, man. Look, Daniel, it's 2006, brother. At the Klan meetings, do any of the younger guys and gals ever get up and go, hey, guys, not for nothing, we look retarded?
No, they're proud to wear this robe.
They're not proud, dude. It's awful. Look at you. I mean, like, how dumb are the people who join this organization? Where do you recruit at? Head injury centers these days?
No, they have racial pride.
Whatever, fuckface. All your members at this point must be retarded, and I got to hand it to you. It must be hard to fit across in that little yellow bus. Really, if there was any justice in the world, dude, one of your granddaughters would disown your family using a Jewish lawyer and marry Suge Knight. But honestly, Daniel, listen, man, in all seriousness, it's 2006, we're all getting along, you got to lighten up, brother, really, you do. Are you going to lighten up?
No.
Do you know anything that rhymes with the word bigger?
Nigger.
All right, honestly, buddy, I'm going to get off now, but in all honesty, it's 2006. I'm speaking for everybody with an IQ of over 30. You and all your people, shut the fuck up. Honestly. My name's Artie Lange. All
right, Artie. Daniel taking his lumps from Artie. Artie handing it out to everyone, even Bob Levy, our roastmaster general. Bobby took a lot of beating in Artie's, more than Daniel got.
Any pressure now to try to say something funny?
Oh, Robin, get in the cage with him. Get the cross ready. We're going to burn that fucking bitch now. No, Artie, I love Artie, but look at him. I haven't seen somebody bloated like that since they were pulled out of a fucking lake when they were dead. Look at you. Please. Unfucking believable. 2 more months, you're going to need the jaws of life to cut him out of this fucking studio.
Keep going.
That's all I got on you before you fucking fall over. All right, you ready for more? Are we ready for more?
Yeah, come on, do one more. No, take a break.
The next person coming up is Judy Gold, the only 7-foot lesbian that's not in the WNBA. Look at how long her neck is. She can eat her own pussy. Howard, her manager called me and they asked if there was a makeup person there. I was like, Jesus Christ, have you fucking seen her? We don't have time for that shit. Just get her here. I was like, makeup, more like fucking throw up. Look at her. I go, like, Jesus Christ. I said, I'm Bob Levy, not Bob Vila. Now get the fuck in here.
Bob Vila.
Let's have a hand for Judy Gold.
Judy, get up there. Come on, Judy. Daniel, Judy's a lesbian.
Big Jew lesbian.
She's a Jew lesbian.
I can't even look at him. He's so disgusting. You think you fucking scare me, Daniel?
You're so ugly, you expect to put it over the telephone.
Fucking piece of shit. You think you're scared? I'm 6'3". I go put on your fucking white hood. I'll use you as a tampon. Fucking asshole. Go fuck yourself, you motherfucker. Anyway. Well, I am so proud to be a part of this group here. Wow. I just wanted to tell Earthquake, there's no F in tooth. Okay? Thank you.
I ain't get that shit. I ain't get that shit, Judy.
That's all right. Earthquake. All right. Lisa, I actually am a huge fan of Lisa's, and I'm sorry to have to announce this on your show, Howard, but I just got some really bad news. I was reading the paper in the green room. I just read that sickle cell is sexually transmitted. Oh, no. Nothing on that? It's a black disease, you fuckfaces. All right. Modi, I love you. I don't want to say that Modi is gay, but he just got hired to teach cocksucking at Harvey Milk High School. What? Yes, cocksucking at the gay high... Fuck you, Modi.
Next.
Can't wait. All right, wait, I got to move this fucking piece of paper. Talk about mixed marriages. I met this Klansman who married a Hasidic Jew. They had to fuck through 2 sheets. Fuck you! All right. Yeah, motherfucker.
Come on.
Fucking Terry Schiavo's more funny than you.
Oh, more funny. More funny.
I said it. Terry Schiavo's more funny than you. She's been dead for fucking a year. You dumb hump.
Come on. What's
Go
going
back to the
on?
fish market, you dyke. Get your nose fixed.
We're in the middle
filthy,
of...
smelly fuckhole.
Oh, why are you... Hey,
Is he drunk? What's wrong with him?
How did he get in this?
I don't know. What a loser.
What is he doing?
Shut the fuck up.
What's the matter with you? That woman's
Shut your fucking mouth.
What's the matter with you?
And get some fucking hair, you asshole. Anyway.
That's your mommy.
I'm dying to know, Daniel, which is smaller, your mind or your dick? Nothing, you fuckfaces. Come on, I'm going to deal with this shithole. Admit it, Daniel, your dick's so small when you fuck your wife, she has to take your word for it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Fuck you. I don't want to say Daniel's hung like a pimple, but he spilled Clearasil on his dick, and now it's gone. No, Daniel actually is a true original. I don't know about you. I never actually met anyone else who jerked off to Mississippi Burning. Thank you. Daniel was born in Georgia back in 1948. Wow, what I wouldn't give for a time machine and a wire hanger. Remember the day you were born, Daniel, after 14 hours of labor? God, you really owe your sister a debt of thanks. Really. Boy, the Klans had a good year so far, huh? Hurricane Katrina, Rosa Parks, Richard Pryor. I know you're going to really miss Richard Pryor, too. He's your favorite kind of black man, the kind who sets fire to himself.
Coretta King.
Coretta King. Fuckface. Anyway. You're ignorant, you're anti-gay, you're anti-woman, you hate blacks. Who the fuck do you think you are, the president?
No, I'm not anti-woman.
You're not?
No.
Because I think you're so fucking hot. Look at you. I'm going to switch over for you, you disgusting piece of shit. Anyway. Oh, was that bad?
No.
You like that? I'm so attracted. I am actually the only lesbian. Well, no, I guess I'm not the only lesbian attracted to Howard. I'd fuck him, but I'd give birth to a 6-foot-tall nose. Anyway. Fuck you! Anyway. You know, you're the kind of guy I'd want at sea. Daniel, if my plane ever crashed, because shit floats. Stupid as he fucking laughs at that joke. All right, I think I'm done. I can't wait to hear more big pussy jokes. The point is, I'm a leslie. I don't put anything in the pussy, you fucking idiots, all right?
All right, let's go.
Thank you very much. Daniel, go. I hope you fucking rot in hell.
Daniel, you were trying to do a joke back to Judy. What was that joke? What was your joke?
Did I fuck it up?
No, I was just wondering what he was saying to you.
No, I just stealing one from Larry the Cable Guy. I said she's so ugly she could trick-or-treat over the telephone.
That's so funny, Howard.
Yeah.
About as funny as yours was. Only difference, you used a lot of filthy language.
Daniel, I got a
but if you're raising,
right
that. All right, Judy Gold, everyone. And
Judy Gold. Let's have a Judy Gold.
Let's take a little break.
The price of gold has just plummeted.
We're going to take a little break. We've got many great comics coming up. We got Modi, Yucko, Ramon Harris, Corey Holcomb. We got Gilbert Gottfried, Lisa Lampanelli, and the Great Earthquake as well. So we've got a great lineup for you. Daniel, how are you holding up? You've never been roasted before. Do you feel special?
Yeah, I feel special. They've about as many jokes about other people as they are me. But like I said, I go to a lot of comedy shows, and I like comedy.
So you're willing to be laughed at as...
Oh, yeah. It's fun.
Howard, is there a way we could seal off that room and then just suck all the oxygen out of it?
That's the surprise at the end. All right.
I like it in here. I don't have to smell nigger.
Oh, boy. All right, well...
The way I have it worked out, you won't smell anything.
We have a nigger air freshener. We're going to
put you in here so people can't smell you. They put me in here so I don't have to smell you.
Ditto.
Yes, all right. Well, let me take a break here. Everyone can calm down. It's obviously controversial. We're roasting a member of the Ku Klux Klan, and we'll have more for you after these words.
You're listening to This is the roast of Daniel Carver. Daniel Carver, live on The Howard Stern Show. Listening to the roast of Daniel Carver.
Bring your kids.
So lock the door, crank up the radio, and get ready to see him sweat through his sheets. The roast of Daniel Carver, live on The Howard Stern Show.
All right, we're back at the roast, and Daniel Carver is being roasted from the Ku Klux Klan. It was an interesting morning, to say the least. We heard from Shuli. And Quentin and Sal and Artie and Judy. Modi's up next. Bob Levy, we're going to hand it back to you. Daniel, so far you're okay with this, huh?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun?
Fun.
All right, Daniel says it's fun. Let's get back to Reverend Bob Levy.
All right, the next guy coming up, Modi. That's Jewish for I like to get fucked in the ass. How about a hand for Modi?
Modi, what's going on here? A lot of guys making gay references. Is there something I don't know? What is going on here?
No, it's not gay. It's just nervous.
Oh, you're nervous?
Just nervous.
All right. Well, let's go to Modi, who's going to take a look at a Klansman and roast him. Yes.
Hi, sunshine.
Hey there, Modi.
You're so cute. Now, I tend to speak fast, but don't worry, because there's going to be German subtitles for you and the whole mishpacha, the Klansman. Daniel is not an anti-Semite, and for those of you who don't know what an anti-Semite is, it's somebody who hates Jews a little more than he has to. Rather, Daniel is a self-hating Jew. Yes, I did my research. Daniel's great-grandparents came to this country as Sarah and Saul Cohen, not Carver. You're a Jew, and you know that if Hitler came to town tomorrow, you'd be sitting next to me on the train.
Is that right, Daniel? Are you a Jew?
No, sir.
Of course you are. Come on, stop this. And you got to stop calling us Christ killers. We didn't kill Christ. There was a lumber deal that went wrong.
The Jews killed Christ.
If he's a Jew.
Could you see two Jews heading out to kill Christ? Come on. Hey, Moish, let's go get him. Did you bring the nails? You thought I was bringing the nails? Help me with the cross. With my back, I should pick up this cross. We didn't kill him, you shithead.
You made Jesus carry his own cross.
Shut up. And you keep lumping Jews with Arabs. You are the dumbest fuck I know. We're so different. Did you see what happened when that cartoon of Muhammad came out? Those crap's heads went fucking berserk. They burnt buildings and rioted. When you're Jewish, every day a cartoon comes out with Moses coming down the mountain with bags of money instead of tablets. But do we go around burning buildings? No. You buy the building, you change the zoning law, and you sell the thing for 5 times the value.
Niggers burn the building.
Genius. Author. You're just a genius. Now, I want you to start embracing your homosexuality. Your latent homosexuality is just, it's gone too far. I knew you were gay, Pumpkin, when I saw the review you gave Brokeback Mountain. You and your Klansmen have to understand this was a fictional movie, not a documentary. Embrace that homosexuality. I know it's not the Grand Wizard you adore, it's the Wizard of Oz. Stop dressing like a supremacist and dress like one of the Supremes. And stop trying to be on top of the world when you know you're a big bottom. Being Jewish and gay is going to open a lot of doors for you, Daniel. A lot of doors. Just think, I could bring you home for the holidays. Yes, I could. It'd be a TV show, even. The Rebbitzin and the Wizard. Nothing on that. Fuck Jew. Thanks, you're a whore.
Daniel, is there any truth? What Modi's saying, are you a Jew and a gay?
No, I'm neither.
Well, if he is,
but he's both.
Come on. I know you want to blow my shofar. Just me and you, Howard, on that one. No one else. That fucking joke. Me, you, and every B'nai B'rith. And all right.
Go get him, Modi.
Go get him. I would love to fuck you, though. I mean, just to say that I fucked a roofer. They would call me Diddler on the Roof. If I bang a Nazi, all day long I'd suck your uncut dick if you were my Ku Klux Man.
Where's Levy when you need him?
Nothing.
Levy.
One thing I'm glad...
Somebody hit the fucking gong.
I had the... Next.
That was Sal.
No, it was me.
Listen to me, you angry little homosexual.
I'm listening.
I'm glad Lisa Lampanelli is here to defend the black man. Because, you know, the things you've said about the black men, comparing them to monkeys, it's horrible. It's not fair to the monkeys. Seriously. Right. Only sexually speaking. Right, Lisa? Come on, getting fucked by a black man hurts. It stretches you out, leaves you loose. But a monkey, it's got that sweet little dick. It's red, self-lubricating, slides right in and out. And with the monkey, much better chance for a reach around.
Spoken like a man with experience.
And the biggest difference between blacks and a monkey, the blacks love to fuck you, whereas the monkey would think twice. All right, thank you. Oh, that was too much for her. You guys are great. Thank you.
All right, Modi. Modi's sounding like Daniel.
Yeah, all these comedians are racist.
There's some racism in the...
Well, the whole world's racist. Most of them just try to hide it.
Well, if Daniel's a Jew, he's wearing a great cover.
He really is. No one will ever know.
I'm not a Jew.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
That was Modi. Once again, he took it up the ass.
All right, come on, let's go.
Okay, the next guy coming out is Yucko. Yucko looked at me this morning with his clown suit on. He goes, I should have been a pilgrim. I said, no, you should have just had fucking talent, you piece of shit. How about half of my friend Yucko the Clown?
All right, Yucko in blackface.
He's a black clown.
He's a black clown today. That's interesting. I've never seen him.
Holy shit. What's up, everybody?
Hey, Yucko.
Keep it going for Reverend Bob. Reverend Bob's hooked on vodka. He'd be hooked on fucking phonics, you illiterate bastard. Judy Gold's here. Jesus, you've munched more Carver than a fucking broken vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, good one.
You've had... munched more carpet than you'll ever munch, you fucking loser. Hey, eat me, you Amazon bulldog. I see you laughing over there, Lisa. Look at that fucking fat mess. You fuck more black guys than sickle cell. Let's get to this fucking racist prick Daniel.
All right.
Daniel's so stupid when he heard we're having a roast, he thought we were throwing Howard and Gilbert in the fucking oven. Daniel, I saw that ugly, toothless wife of yours. I'd throw a fucking white sheet over her head, too. She probably has more teeth than her fucking pussy.
Oh, when Daniel's son was in the 3rd grade, Daniel would walk him to school every day. After all, they were in the same fucking class. You stupid hick. 1982 was a great year. It was the last time Daniel saw a toothbrush, and the last time Artie saw his dick.
Yeah.
Artie got a case of devil dogs. He needs a fucking case of anorexia. Daniel, the Grand Wizard. Last time I saw a wizard that gay, he had his mouth on Harry Potter's cock. Daniel started roofing after he got fired from the petting zoo for sexual harassment. Black people don't get nervous around you. Sheep get nervous around you.
Do that one again.
Yeah. Sheep get nervous around you, you fucking fuck. How's that? Nah. See, Daniel's not really into bestiality. That 250-pound pig was his fucking daughter. When your fat-ass daughter was at the last Klan rally, everyone was shouting, "Shame on you, shame on you." No, they weren't. They were really shouting, "Shamu!" Look at you. You're pathetic. Anyone who has to put on a disguise and dopey outfit and yell out racial slurs is... Oh, wait, that's me. Hey, catch me in Maryland at the Main Street Bar and Grill and Saturday at Tracy's Comedy Club.
Yucko the Clown.
Finally got a real comedian on there.
You like him, huh, Daniel?
Yeah, he's the best.
Daniel,
you like clowns?
I like clowns.
People are making jokes about you not having teeth, but I see you're missing a tooth.
I'm missing a lot of teeth.
Yeah. What's up with that?
I'm almost 60 years old.
No dentist up there?
Missing hair, missing teeth.
No dentist up there can fix your teeth?
I can't afford no dentist.
No?
We gave you 25
grand. You had 25 grand.
What happened to that much?
Why'd you go to the dentist?
Would you eat it?
I owed more than that.
Well, let's go back to Reverend Bob Levy.
All right, that was Yucko the Clown. Let's hear it for Yucko the Clown. He's in blackface today.
Yes, he is.
Okay, the next comedian coming up was pulled over today, coming here. A black guy getting pulled over by the cops and having a warrant. What are the odds of that? How about a hand for Roman Taras?
Roman, yeah. Roman, is everything all right? I mean, what happened today?
White people can suck my dick. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. You can eat my dick. Okay, because it was motherfuckers like you that pulled me over this morning.
Right.
Okay, and I was just trying to get here to be in front of this fucking Jew. And you know what I mean? Fuck you. That's what I got to say. Before
I'm mad because they let you go.
You're living proof that people can get fucking pregnant from fucking in the ass. So I just want to let you know that right there. Let me say a couple of highs, everybody. What's up, peeps?
Hey.
Word. It's all good. How you doing, Howard?
Hey, how you doing, Ramon?
Robin.
Hey.
How you feel? Good to see you.
We feel all right.
Robin is captain of the house, nigga.
Oh.
Man. Now, if you want to talk about nigga, that's nigga right there. Okay, between her and Condoleezza, they graduated from HNU, House Nigga University.
You mean Condoleezza, the big coon, huh?
That's what I think about that. Lisa couldn't wait for me to get here, Lisa Lampanelli.
Yeah, right.
Couldn't wait for me to get here. This is, you know, now let me just tell you a little story about Lisa. Through the course of time, many animals have been haunted and become extinct.
That's right.
This was the thought to be the case of the overeating hermaphrodite until Lisa Lampanelli walked through the door.
That's right.
Sorry, I'm nervous. I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous with this motherfucker sitting next to me.
You got a Klansman sitting next to you. It makes you nervous.
It does. It does make me nervous.
Yeah.
Like,
Really does.
you know, if he wasn't in this fucking Pope mobile, I would fucking come through there.
Right.
Like, you don't know how many people that I've talked to through the hood that's just like, yo, try to punch that little toothless motherfucker through his face.
Did you grow up in a rough neighborhood?
Very rough.
Very rough?
Very rough.
And you would never stand for a white man to put on a Klan robe and walk around like that.
Those sheets right there are good for a bed. Like,
right.
I don't, like, this... Let me do my joke.
Go ahead, sorry.
When did this turn into an interview of Vermont?
He's sweating, man.
You don't
Look at that nigger sweat.
Because, anyway, Lisa Lampanelli, your face looks like you wear a powdered wig. I'm not saying she's ugly, but she played Ben Franklin in a school play. Last week, the U.S. military flew Lisa Lampanelli to Guantanamo Bay to help the tortured prisoners. When Lisa asked them what they wanted her to do, they said 20 minutes. The next day, the price of oil fell by $12 in a barrel, and her pussy could be smelled through the Caribbean.
I think we found Modi's writer.
I'm sorry. Got Judy Gold over there.
What? Yeah, and Bob Levy's reader.
Somebody better not snap. That fucking Sal. I work with that guy.
Philly said it. Philly said it.
Bob Levy. Bob. I'm a pussy.
No. You said you're a pussy. You said you're a pussy. Who said you're a pussy?
Sal's talking shit, and he's too much of a pussy to admit it.
Well, he's black. I should be.
Exactly. Exactly. As long as you got these dickheads scared of us, that's good enough.
There ain't nobody scared of you, nigger.
Oh.
No. You're writing for Daniel?
See, I grew up thinking that the KKK really means crackers, coons are cool. That's what I grew up thinking. But this motherfucker, he got sued by the... This is why I did my little research.
Then you realize the two of those words are spelled with C.
Shut the fuck up. Fat fuck, yeah. A fat fucking dice. Shut the fuck up. We don't need you. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up.
That's redundant.
Brady, I'm back to you.
All right, back to Daniel Carver.
You know, look like a shaved werewolf. All right. It should be called the LDK, Little Dick Clan, because that's what y'all are, a bunch of little dick motherfuckers that get around and just hate on motherfuckers, because if you had a nice-sized dick, you wouldn't give a fuck. That's just true shit. You see, black people, we don't give a fuck about little stuff like, race, just because I can't understand racism, because it's like you guys get racism, mad about us, but you go right into Hollywood tans to try to be us. That's what I need about. I appreciate that. By a fucking clown. I always wanted to fuck a clown. Just think if I pull my dick out there, make it a fucking poodle.
Could somebody pull you over and get you out of here?
Sal has the
Where's
jokes
that
of my
fucking cop when you need him?
You know what? If I was here to fucking rip you up, you no joke having motherfucker, I was just working with you this weekend. You and fucking Bob Levy with his fucking members only jacket. It's like... All right. Well, anyway, all I got to say is this. I made it here. Okay? I'll see you guys again or whatever. You a piece of shit. Fuck you.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about saying you, Sal. You a piece of shit anyway.
Well, there you go.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you, man.
All right? www.romanharris.com.
Roman Harris.
Roman Harris.
Roman Harris.
Yeah, I met him. We went to the same English school. I thought I couldn't fucking read. Holy shit.
What is it, Angry Black? What do you want to say?
I got to say, that comedian, they should just take that material and drop it over downtown Baghdad and shit, because that's just bad,
yeah.
dog.
Are you here to be the judge and jury?
Yeah, we should drop that bad eyebrow you got, too.
Thank you.
You look like a laid-off OJ.
We should let Angry get up there, maybe, and tell some jokes.
I'm the greatest African-American broadcaster on the face of the planet. I am not a comedian, and neither are you, so it works out.
You're wearing a Carlton shirt. How fucking funny are you?
Wait, let me ask you a question. Carlton, where's that from? That's what over their head. What do you...
funny instead of fucking talking in the crowd.
No, you get up there and be funny. You didn't be funny.
I got fucking pulled over, and I still got here to fucking do some shit for y'all.
Nigga, you didn't get... You ain't got no car. What are you talking about?
They took his bus pass.
Enough of this. Come on.
That's one nigger calling another nigger a nigger.
This is the greatest day of Daniel's life. Daniel, you like to see black people fighting. Is that it? That's your plan, isn't it?
It's their nature. That nigger standing up here a while ago, he's sweating. I mean, I've heard the expression, sweating like a nigger to Klan rally. Now, he was sweating.
Jesus Christ. Let's go over to...
Daniel's going to come on tour with us with the comedy show.
Let's go to Reverend Bob Levy. Let's get the roast moving here.
Okay.
All right.
How much would it suck if at the end of this most people were pro-Daniel?
They already are.
We already joined the softball league.
All right, let's go.
All right, coming up now with a new guy here, and I heard a lot of great things about him. Let's have a hand for Corey Holcomb. Come on, let's have a
Corey. Say a few words, Corey. Corey is a proud black American, and Daniel, I'm sure he doesn't like you.
No shit. I mean, Daniel, he doesn't piss me off, though, because most of the shit he say, he's only going to say it in the safety of this motherfucking place.
Right.
Follow me outside and talk that shit.
I'm scared of you.
No shit, I can tell. You look like you jag off with ice.
You're violent. Niggas are savages.
I have taken a lot of shit since I've been here. I wrote some shit as we was sitting up there, motherfucking fucking with me. What was that? Moody. He was bold enough to say something, motherfucker. Moody, your asshole is so open, when you fart, your pants blow in the back.
If I were a rich man. No.
That motherfucker bombed again. Anyway, and Judy and Lisa, listen, I want y'all to know this. I don't give a fuck if you're a dyke or if you look like that. I can handle that shit. I'm not picky. All I need is a female with a heartbeat. And only reason you need a heartbeat is because I heard it's illegal if you ain't got one. Okay? So y'all cool with me, too. All right? All right, let's fuck with my man, Daniel. I'm doing some shit we call in the hood gagging on your ass, okay? That means talking about your mama.
All right. Yeah, good.
Your mama panties is so nasty in the middle part. Look like hot wing paper. Your mama pap smear was so nasty. The Q-tip the doctor used looked like a sugar daddy.
He's making me hungry.
Hey, Daniel, even though there's bulletproof glasses up here, I still smell your breath. Your breath smells so bad, I wish the Taliban would drive a peppermint airplane into the back of your throat. Oh, shit. Okay. Your mama's so strong, that bitch can backstroke in mud. Fuck it. Anyway. I just want to let you know, it take effort to be ignorant that long, my man, to be talking shit about people. But I understand, you know, you get a little audience and motherfuckers laugh at you and shit, but you're a little fuckhead. And I want you to know that if it was raining women, you probably get hit in the head with a motherfucking fag. But that's cool. He'd probably be kin to you anyway. Anyway, so I got to ask you this because, you know, people told me to ask you this when I got here. Why do you hate motherfuckers like me?
I don't hate people like you, but I feel like that you are a animal.
Okay. That's cool. How you? I mean, I'm just trying to think you think I'm an animal.
Because my Bible teaches me that you are a beast of the field.
I hear you. I don't believe in the Bible. That shit was here before I got here.
You might as well not believe in it because it wasn't written for you.
It was written by motherfuckers who look like you, I heard.
Right. I was created in the image of God. So
how the fuck do you spell like rat? Did he say right?
R-I-G-G-E-R, rat.
He said rat. Anyway, I ain't mad at you, man. I know, like, if we was outside
no, it ain't my fault you're a nigga.
You would be smiling with me. Right, it ain't your fault. Right, it ain't my fault. You got the incest problem and shit. But I'm just saying, I saw you when we was coming upstairs in the elevator. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
I swear to God, this motherfucker saw me. He was like, hey. So I know you only tough behind the glass. So you fake with it, man. I'm Corey Holcomb. Peace out.
Yeah. All right, Corey. Thank you. All right, it's very hot in here. Very tough to roast someone from the Ku Klux Klan. It's weird.
It's a weird feeling in this room since the beginning. Like everybody's like they're like, this is fucked up.
That's right.
You're a creepy motherfucker. You know that?
Well, you set it up great, Bob.
Oh, fuck you. I did, you cocksucker.
Go ahead, Bob.
Okay, coming up, we got Gilbert. Gilbert's the cheapest Jew around here. He's the only comedian that'll be selling his DVD after the roast.
All right, well,
let's have a hand for Gilbert Godfrey. Or as Hitler would call him, Exhibit A.
All right. Daniel, this is a Jewish man. A Jewish man.
Hey, Gilbert. Yeah, I've met him before several times.
Yes.
Oh, really? You two friends?
Yeah, he likes me.
He likes you, yeah.
He's going to make some jokes, but he likes me.
Yes, Daniel, I'm going to be doing what they call in the hood gagging on you. See, that's what we call it in the hood, gagging on you. And you small dick motherfucker, because your dick is small, and that's why you're a racist. Oh, and did someone already do the if I were a rich man bit? Because that one, that was going to be my big claim
clothes if I were a rich man. But I'm just gagging on you, because that's what we do in the hood. I'm not going to do jokes that you might... Well, these are jokes you might think are funny, but we certainly don't think. What do you call a black man with a Ph.D.? A nigger! See, we don't think that's funny, but you might. What's the difference between a Jew and a canoe? A canoe tips. How do you stop a black man from cashing his welfare check? Hide it in his work shoes. What did you say to a Puerto Rican in a three-piece suit? Will a defendant please rise?
I told you he likes me.
How did John Kerry lose the black vote? He promised if he's elected, everyone will have a job. How do you fit 6 million Jews into a Volkswagen? In the ashtray.
I think somebody went to the same website Kenneth Keith Kallenbach went to.
What has 4 legs and yells hody-do, hody-do? 2 niggas trying to catch an elevator.
Daniel likes it. Daniel likes it.
Why do Jews have big noses? Because the air is free. Why do black people have big dicks? Because God was sorry about what he did to their hair. 3 fags are in a hot tub. All of a sudden, a big blob of semen floats to the top. One fag turns to the other 2 and goes, all right, who farted? A man finds a lamp, rubs the lamp, a genie comes out. The genie says, I'll grant you 1 wish. He makes a wish. All of a sudden, a Ku Klux Klan shows up and throws a rope around his neck. He says to the genie, what's happening here? He says, well, didn't you say you wanted to be hung like a nigger? Now, before I get to my last joke, remember I'll be at Caroline's tomorrow night. And buy my DVD on GilbertGodfrey.com. Oprah Winfrey goes to a doctor for a checkup. The doctor says to her, take off all your clothes and get on the floor on your hands and knees. So Oprah takes off all the clothes, gets on the floor on her hands and knees. He goes, okay, crawl over to that wall. She crawls to that wall. Then he goes, now crawl to the opposite wall. She crawls to the opposite wall. Now he says, now crawl to the middle of the room. She crawls to the middle of the room. She goes, what's wrong, doctor? The doctor says, nothing. I just bought a black couch. I can't decide where to put it. Thank you.
He sounds like an elderly bitch getting fucked.
Daniel, those are jokes that you would appreciate. Did you appreciate them?
Yeah, I like some good nigger jokes.
Gilbert, how is
that? Do you
like
bad ones?
Any nigger joke. I like to hear niggers telling nigger jokes, so it's more fun.
All right, let's go to Reverend Bob Levy.
Okay, we got Lisa Lampanelli coming up.
What is her name?
You know me. Lampanelli. Lampanelli. She would do anything to get a black guy to fuck her. I heard she dips her tampons in barbecue sauce. She's fucked more blacks than slavery. She's known as the female Don Rickles. The only difference between them is I'd let Don Rickles blow me when I was drunk. How about a hand for Lisa Lampanelli? Let's hear it. Come on.
Lisa Lampanelli. All right, Lisa.
Come on, clap for Bob Lee. Keeping it going all night for everybody. I gotta blow him after the show.
Breathe a little life.
You know what's sick? I would blow Bob, too. He's the most doable guy on this dais. But that's like being Gary's smallest tooth. It don't mean much. Bob Levy's old. You better hurry up and make it, you fucking old bastard. His ball bag hangs so low he has to hold it when he takes a shit. But enough about this loser with a dream. We're here today to honor KKK Representative Daniel Carver.
Right.
Daniel, you and I have a lot in common. We both like to screw the black man. Of course, when you do it, they get lynched. When I do it, all they get is a rash and chapped lips. It's true I bang the blacks. That's because blacks love the big ass. Anything to distract them from their huge nostrils. By the way, Daniel, I wouldn't blame you if you are offended by this dais. Not because it's all blacks and Jews, but because they're all unsuccessful. Failed freeloading immigrant Modi is here. I kid Modi. He's a great talent. Modi was actually up for one of the roles in Brokeback Mountain, but the producers were afraid he'd make the movie seem too gay. Modi is so gay, he's a Jew fag. He shoves rolls of quarters up his ass. He gets his gerbils wholesale. Modi is so gay, he thinks Margaret Cho is funny. I can't believe anybody questions if Modi's a fag. I once saw this fruity bastard make out with a woman. I haven't seen chemistry like that since Katie Holmes poked Tom Cruise with a strap on. Modi's not only a cornholer, he's an annoying cornholer. Seriously, today when people refer to the irritating little Jew on the dais, only half will be talking about Gilbert Gottfried. I'm joking. I love Gilbert Gottfried. He's very popular. Literally 100 people have seen Gilbert perform.
Wow.
At least 3 of them were girls. No one goes to see this little Heeb do comedy. A horse shitting on a parade route has a bigger following than Gilbert Gottfried. Speaking of wastes of skin, Sal the stockbroker is here. This asshole knows less about the stock market than he knows about comedy. He thinks Black Monday is when his cleaning lady comes over. And surely, you bald piece of shit, I love your head. It reminds me to go home and clean my dildo. And keep telling your jokes. They remind me to wipe my ass. Shuli's a good man, a loyal friend to Bob Levy. He told me once he wants to be just like Bob. Keep trying, Shuli. All you need is 3 jokes and an empty fire hall. Shuli follows Levy around so much the 2 of them have the same menstrual cycle. Don't you laugh, Artie Lang. You are Howard Stern's personal bitch. I haven't seen anyone sucked up their master this much since Uncle Tom. No offense, Ramon Harris.
I wasn't laughing.
I'm sorry. Artie is a drunken, lazy fuck. If Artie Lang was a dog, he wouldn't have the energy to lick his own balls. Don't you laugh, Robin. What are your career options if Stern retires? The Surreal Life 9? Your future certainly won't be as an author. You know your book sucks when it's about me and being molested, and Lifetime still won't make it into a movie. If Howard retires, though, it'll give you a lot of time to ride your horse. I saw a picture of Robin riding her horse in Central Park. It looks like the chase scene from Planet of the Apes. That was a little hardcore even for me. Sorry about that. Earthquake's here. Earthquake's had a lot of TV deals. In fact, he's had so many failed pilots, he gets paid not to work. But he's black, so he thinks that's normal. Quit bragging. It's reparations, not a holding deal. Quentin Higgs is here. I must take a sad thing, Howard.
What?
Earlier this morning, Quentin was a victim of racism right here at Sirius Radio. Daniel Carver tipped Quentin $1 in the men's room after he washed his hands. Oh. The sad thing is, Quentin took it. But enough about the coloreds. Judy Gold is here. Judy's tall, man, but alas, she hates when people make fun of her height, so in that case, I won't. All I have to say to you is, fee, fi, fo, fum. That was wrong. I'm not going to make fun of Judy Gold. She's the only person on this dais who could get chicks. I like that one. Come on, Howard. Judy's had a difficult life. It's got to be a struggle being a Jew and a dyke. But, Judy, you could have broken the news you were gay to your father a little earlier. A little gentler, please. You owed him more of an explanation than, hey, Dad, smell my finger. Jesus Christ. Are there enough Jews in here? And yes, Gilbert, I said Jesus. Jesus. Don't roll your eyes because you're a little Jew. Jesus was a great man who stuck to his guns. Even when he was being crucified, he didn't have to resort to doing the aristocrats. But back to our guest of honor, Daniel Carver. Come on, clap for Daniel. He's put up with a lot of crap. When you're a racist, homophobic, anti-Semite, people in the liberal media take some cheap shots, Daniel. They can be unfair. But I say to you on this day is who could do what Daniel Carver has done? Could Modi preach a message of hate and bigotry and still seem likable? Of course not. He says absolutely nothing negative and people still hate him. Could Ramont Harris make $15,000 a year, live in a trailer, and convince people he's the grand wizard of anything? No! He makes nearly twice that much, and he can't even convince anyone he's a comedian. By the way, Daniel, if you are a wizard, could you make Howard's dick bigger?
Please.
I have more jokes for you, Howard, but you're going to have to pay $12.95 a month to hear them. Could do what Daniel Carver does. Would Earthquake be able to burn a cross in someone's yard without getting caught? Hell no. Anytime a black man sees an open fire, he ain't leaving till the ribs are done. Could Judy Gold get away with wearing a white robe around the courthouse? Of course not. It would look like graduation day at the Amazon College of Automotive Repair. But in closing, Daniel, as an insult comic who does racial humor, I would like to give you one tip. Don't wear the white robes after Labor Day. It makes you look ignorant and kind of fat. Thank you, everybody.
There she is, very brilliant. Lisa Lampanelli. Lisa, and Lisa laying off how many black guys she does a week. She usually has a lot of sex. I don't know if all the black men in this audience know, and all the black men on our dais, but you almost exclusively only make love to black men.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking of jumping ship because I'm going to try to lose weight. Because, as you know, Howard, now the blacks are all uppity, banging the skinny girls and the Asians, and I got to lose weight or get more successful to get a black now. So I may have to jump ship, even with Judy Gold. I'll dyke it up.
There we go.
I'll fuck you.
You'll have sex. You will have sex with her. Would you have sex?
I'll fuck her for real. I'll fuck her
really?
for real.
Thank you.
Hey, cabs are expensive coming from the airport into Manhattan. You know what I mean?
know.
So, I'll fuck her.
He tried to iron his suede jacket, he told me in the green room. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't iron suede.
I was nice to you, Ronnie Cycling.
All right, Bob Levy, let's get back to the Daniel Carver Roast.
All right, we got one more left. Come on, you want to make some noise? Come on, let's go.
It was a love match right there.
This guy is hilarious, man. And there's another new member here. How about a hand for Earthquake? Come on, let's hear it. Let's go.
Now, Earthquake knows what's going on. Now, Earthquake's a funny guy. How you doing? I'm exhausted.
What's happening? What's happening, everybody? What's happening?
Hey, Earthquake.
How you doing, Howard?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. You ain't returning none of my calls, brother.
I know. I'm going to get around to it.
I know it. I need your help. Oh, Lord. Give it up for the cracker. Let him in. Let him in.
All right.
Give it up for him. I know a lot of white people, but I ain't never met no cracker, so I'm honored to see you there, Mr. Carver. Give it up for my lady right there that fuck black men. I love you. Please be with me. I will move you up like Wheezy. Shit don't work out. You got to be Florence, cleaned up for the other bitch, but you still in the house. Miss Judy, how you doing?
Good, baby.
You a lesbian, huh?
I am.
Me too, baby.
Really?
Yeah, been a lesbian all my life.
Wow.
Fine, tall, white woman. My money, your credit, we can have shit. What's up, man? What's happening with you? We got the same manager, motherfucker. You won't even call me back.
That's why we're both here.
I know that's right. I can't be holding... I'm not mad at the Klan because, shit, my wife holding me down like slavery. Bitch is terrible. I knew I should have left that club early. I kept circling the parking lot. Who need a ride? Look at the Klan. See, women, see, this is what happened when you don't get prenatal care. That could be your retarded ass son just sitting in there wearing that ugly ass outfit. Having a good day today. Didn't smoke no herb. Couldn't find nobody. Came here to fuck with the Klan and my man. He saw us early today. He didn't wear that shit when he came up here because he knew some black people that whooped his ass. Huh?
Big time.
Big time.
Right on the elevator, he would have got an ass whipping.
I feel you. Angry black man. I like you, man, but you better calm that shit down. Talking to white women like that, you get 52 years, nigga. We ain't made that much progress, motherfucker. You better don't let that immigration bill fool your ass, motherfucker. We still number one. Enemy. Robin, how you doing, you beautiful black woman? Blacks, woo, find it in a government job. Howard done found love again. I'm happy for you. I ain't fucking with no more women. Fuck that. Gilbert, how you doing? Told all the fucking jokes I had, you dirty bastard. You just went down and wrote down everything you could find and just put it down. Just when I start trusting white people, you just bring it up again to tell you these motherfuckers are thieves. Give it up for Bush, my role model, because that motherfucker let me know I could be president.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
I know it. My boy Howard.
Well,
making all that money. I know it, man. My lawyers quit on me, Howard. You goddamn woman, I'll tell you, don't get divorced. Fuck that. I swear, she's killing me, Howard. You gotta help me out. Just staring at me, ain't you? Hey, I can't be mad at the Klan shit. The motherfuckers with... I ain't got that kind of time, man. I got a motherfucking wife on my back that's holding me down, nigga. I'm telling you, she can't... Ain't nothing I can do with him. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
You doing good? Me and you gonna hang out. We gonna get through all this bullshit. You smoke herb? That's what you need.
No.
If you get high, I'm telling you, you'll let go of all that white sheet shit. And you our terrorists, man. Why you ain't over in Iraq? Helping us out.
I ain't worried about them people in Iraq. I'm worried about them niggers and Mexicans over here.
That what you worried about?
Yeah.
I ain't even seen no Mexicanos, no niggas around.
They more down south, yeah. They ain't took over the north yet.
That's where they are. Them thick-ass glasses. How long you been knowing the future?
You'll start knowing the Mexicans when they take over New York like they've done the south.
I ain't got nothing against no Mexican. But I'm going to tell you right here, white man, I'm going to tell you like this. You can keep on believing that shit, but we ain't going nowhere. And I'm going to tell you right now, but I'll give you an address where you can go somewhere so we can whoop your ass together. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand you're violent.
You goddamn right. I was born violent.
That's what I try to preach. Niggers are violent. I mean, they holler the Klan is violence, but there's nothing more violent than a nigger.
I ain't even never met no nigga, but I met a dumbass motherfucker.
You are a nigger.
That's why I came here to meet your motherfucking ass.
You are a nigger.
Oh,
You're a savage. You're violent.
I'm a savage. I'm a violent.
I'm scared of you, and all white people should be scared of
my
you.
ass.
They should stay away from you.
Huh? Oh, stay away from me. See that white woman right there? I'm going to fuck the shit out of this evening. We're going to have a good-ass time, me and her together.
I hope she gives you HIV.
We'll be there together.
Good.
You blind-ass bastard.
Go to the AIDS graveyard together.
I know that right. See, them glasses so thick, they hitting that light and they burning the shit out of my motherfucking ankles.
Good. As long as it's torturing you somewhere.
I know that's right. See your white ass later. See you later, Crocodile. Peace out.
All right.
See you, Howard.
Thank you, Earthquake. Earthquake and Daniel Carver getting into a dialogue.
He was working with him.
He was working with him. The two of you guys work well together. You and Daniel are really going at it. There's something in there.
That's my dog, man. That's me and Daniel cool. You know?
It's almost like a sitcom or something.
Yeah, we can do it.
That's right.
We can do it.
Well, Bob, this was an unbelievable roast. Very interesting. Daniel,
Strange, yes.
Is this Daniel's turn to say
Daniel,
something?
you ready?
Daniel, it is your turn to say anything you want to the people who roasted you. If you have a final thought, this is the end of your roast. That's all the comedians we have.
It's your turn.
It's your turn. If you want to say anything, if you want to make a statement.
Well, I enjoyed the roast. I like comedy. I've always said I love cartoons. I love comedy. There were some good comedians here. I just had a great time.
All right. Well, Daniel, not that upset.
Oh.
All right.
Daniel's roast was a pleasure trip.
Did you get that from a joke book?
I know it.
No, I didn't get it from no joke book. I made it up.
I know it was a good roast for Lisa Lampanelli. She got 5 phone numbers, so she's happy.
Thank you, Howard. Thanks for hooking me up.
Yeah, and 3 of them are still connected, so that's good. You're going to have a good time. Gilbert, great. Unbelievable. How's that CD doing? DVD?
Oh,
Oh, it's on GilbertGodfrey.com and see me tomorrow at Caroline's.
I would love to thank all of the comedians in the room. Daniel, thank you for making the long trip here to be roasted.
Yeah, I'd like to give them my address. It's Post Office Box 446, Oakwood, Georgia, 30566. And that big picture you got of me over on the wall, if anybody wants one of them, autograph, send me $10 and I'll write anything you want on it.
Wow, for $10.
Post Office Box 446, Oakwood, Georgia, 30566.
All right, let's go to CR on the phone in Philadelphia.
How you doing, Howard?
All right.
I just like to say that from listening to it, it sounds like Daniel kicked their asses.
You feel Daniel kicked everyone's ass?
Oh, yeah, he had some nice little comeback. This is for my man Earthquake. Your mama's like a bowling ball. She's black, got 3 holes in her, and goes down alleys. You know.
I see. All right.
Hey, Gilbert, you son of a bitch, that big-nosed Jew joke, I heard that in 1958.
All right, some of the comedians getting roasted by the audience.
So buy my DVD on GilbertGodfrey.com, and I'll be tomorrow at Caroline.
Well, let's go to Joe in Poland. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Daniel. Hey, we all know you're from the South, and recently we knew you were looking at your family tree, and then you realized that it runs in a straight line.
All right, everybody getting in on the roast, and everybody doing very well. All right, let's go to Ralph Sorella. Ralph, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, I just wondered, anybody funny coming up?
Ralph not enjoying the roast.
Yeah, Bob, this is great. You managed to bring a great week of shows to a screeching halt. You also managed to make Daniel Carver seem like a great guy. Good job, man.
I am a great guy.
You are. Yeah. Certainly seem like it.
Why don't you come down here and blow everybody and make them happy, okay, Ralph?
Let's go to Kelly. Kelly, you're on the air. There's a lot of controversy on the roast. Kelly in New Hampshire, yes.
Hey, how do you roast a guy who thinks the funniest person in the room is Yucko the Clown?
All right, there's another comment. Let's go to Irish John. Irish John, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? Let me tell you something. You got my best friend Angry Black in the audience, but I'm in Daniel Carver's camp now. I hate niggers.
Why would you say such a thing?
Horrible.
Well, what a terrible thing to say. Joey, you're on the air in the Bronx.
Hey, what's going on, Howard?
Yes.
Sal actually killed today. He was really good, man. I think he totally redeemed himself for being half a fag with you yesterday.
All right, Sal, I forgive you for being half a fag yesterday, okay?
Also, Bob Levy should have to eat out Lisa Lampanelli's ass for killing in the beginning of the roast.
Well, I should eat her ass? No.
All right. Well, here we are.
I ain't that hungry.
If that's is that the end of the roast?
Yes.
I got a gift for Daniel Carver. You know, Daniel was a good sport. 2 things. Modi's got the HIV. That's number 1. And,
no, he doesn't.
Daniel was such a good sport, Howard. I bought him a DVD to spice up his life with his wife. Black Dicks and White Chicks, number 2. So, Danny, it's here for you if you want it, baby. All right?
Angry Black, you've certainly tried to take over the roast.
I apologize, baby.
Daniel, thank you for coming in and being roasted. I want to thank all these great comics. Anybody got a plug they want to give? I mean, why not? Let's go. Earthquake.
Earthquake, want to say hello to everybody for supporting me. Hit on quakehouse.com.
Yeah, and let's...
Lisa Lampanelli will be appearing this Friday, March 31st at the Rialto Theater in Tucson. Go to www.insultcomic.com. You heard?
Yo, this is Corey Holcomb, and Daniel, your mama pillows smell like an abortion clinic dumpster.
Any plug there?
www.romonharris.com.
romonharris.com?
Yes.
Okay, and...
Judy Gold. I'm at George Mason University Friday night.
Really?
Shut the fuck up. Why don't you shut? You're an angry bird man. Get something original, okay?
Talk about original. Yo, Margaret Cho was more funny than you. You're unfunny. You have a fucked up nose. You're 8 feet tall. You should be playing for the WNBA. No, you can't even fucking do that right. You're I don't like you. I don't like none of you female comedians. I don't like Lisa Lampanelli using a nigger all the time, but she won't talk about Foxworthy's religion. I don't like none of you dykes. And I'm embarrassed to even be in this fucking room.
Good, please.
I'll be at the Main Street Bar and Grill.
Other than that,
hey, shut the fuck up. I'm doing a fucking plug.
All right, wait a second. Let Yucko plug, please.
Fucking prick. And I'll be at George Mason University. That's a college, something you never attended, on Friday. Okay? Enjoy the next book you're reading, you fucking idiot.
I make twice what you make a year. 15,000.
All right, thank you, Angry Black. Yes. All right, let's go to Yucko the Clown, who's standing by. Yes.
All right. Friday, Main Street Bar and Grill in Maryland, 443-480-2434. Saturday at Tracy's Comedy Club, 410-665-8600. And buy my DVDs at damshow.com. Eat my balls.
Anybody else, Modi? Anyone?
Hey, what's up? It's Quentin Haggs. I'll be at the Wisecrackers, Allentown, Pennsylvania, April 7th and 8th. Come out and check out some good fun.
All right, have some fun, yes.
CoreyHolcomb.com, you stupid fucks. And practice safe sex because pregnant girlfriends destroy marriages.
Right.
Shout out to my lawyer, Jessica, and Ron. What's happening? QuakeHouse.com. Come see me in Pittsburgh.
Well,
thank you, man.
Thank you to everyone for doing this today. Artie Lang wants to say something.
Yeah, I just want to say August 11th, Beer League, the movies and theaters, and to buy my DVDs, the Whiskey Talking, artie-lang.com. That's Lang with an E. And this is weird, but Richard Christie's father's outside with a bunch of raccoon meat.
I don't know what that means. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thanks, everybody, for coming down here today. And there you have it. The roast of Daniel Carver.
I don't know if you know this, but Howard Stern is a graduate of Boston University, which he is quick to point out. He actually graduated from the university. And not only has he never been feted at a night like this, but his name has been erased entirely from the history of the university. And I would like to say on Howard's behalf, and because if I don't, I will never hear the end of it on national radio for the rest of my life. I think it is long overdue that Howard Stern be given the kind of tribute that he deserves.
That was wild. It was interesting. The roast. Artie and
I don't know exactly who got roasted.
Let's go to Rico. Rico, you're on in Middletown, New Jersey.
Hey, Howard, what's going on, man?
Hey, now.
How's everything?
Hey.
Hey, listen, I'm loving these roasts, man. These are great.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
No, they are.
We just put them on the air. We let them go. It's not edited in any way, and we see what happens.
That's good stuff. Earthquake was great.
There you go, Rico.
And Artie, we love Artie in Jersey, man. What's up, Artie?
Hey, Rico.
All right, Rico, thank you.
Thank you.
I love New Jersey.
Let's go to Alex. Alex in San Diego.
Hey, Howard, what's happening?
Hey, brother.
All right, listen up. The roast, a little light this time. I thought a lot of times you guys do a really fantastic job on it. I think this time everybody slipped a little bit. You had two funny guys, believe it or not, Sal. And the girl, Lisa Napinelli, really funny. I think the jokes that they cracked at each other were more funnier than what they did to...
Well, Shuli was great, and Artie and Yucko. I mean, come on.
Not that good.
Yucko, no?
No, the jokes that they did against each other were funny, but the ones that they directed towards the Ku Klux Klan guy weren't that good.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gilbert brought all out his old sixth grade jokes. I mean, those were running real bad. But all in all, I think the show is fantastic.
Thank you.
You're doing a hell of a job and a bang-up job. Keep it up. And
thank you very much.
Funny stuff.
All right, thank you.
All right, on.
All right. Well, there you go. That was interesting. Robin had to give up her booth for how many hours? Hour and a half.
No, it seemed like 24.
It was long.
I'm hardly awake at this point.
That's right. Yes, Ron, go ahead. You're on the air. I think I'm exhausted. I think I need to go home and go to bed.
Yeah, something. I need oxygen.
Was a lot of comics. There were 12.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot.
After a while, I couldn't laugh anymore. Even if they were funny.
You're laughed out, are you, Robin?
Robin got all laughed out. I got a ton of stuff to do, but I don't know if if I have the energy to do it right now. Be honest with you.
Howard, can I just say...
I forgot. Dave Letterman is here.
No, it's I just want to say that, first of all, you know the best part about killing your wife like O.J. did? The peace and quiet you get at night. And that's the way, you know...
I'm still on there. He's talking with David Letterman.
Hey, Dave.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, Dave, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You got to really be able to read a room. Now's not the time for your jokes.
All right, buddy.
I'm telling you, it ain't going to work. If you want to hang, you hang. You just sit back. I'm telling you. You got to read the room.
When exactly is the time for the joke?
Not yet. It's not time to laugh yet.
It's like 9/11. Can we laugh yet?
I can't read.
Dave, remember when you came back after 9/11? You said now it's time for us to laugh?
I think we need Jon Stewart to teach us how.
Yeah. I need time to laugh again.
All right, buddy.
I'm going to be silent. Just rest up.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the wrap-up show. I'm John Hine. Gary's making his way over with Artie. 888-STERN-100, 888-783-7610. That's the number to call. Today's show is basically about the roast. We had Evil Dave sit in. We're going to talk about that a little bit, and also the little tiff that Robin and Gary got into. But first and foremost, we've got to talk about the Carver roast. Joining us is the organizer and man responsible, Reverend Bob Levy.
I like that. I'm the one responsible. I'm the one responsible after they change it on me.
And also,
he was the third pilot.
And also someone who I thought killed, who's outside the Howard family, is Lisa Lampanelli joins us. How you doing,
buddy?
Lisa?
Oh, I'm good. I was sweating a little in that room, though, at first, watching it.
What do you mean?
It was hardcore, man. It's tough. I mean, you got a guy who nobody likes. If you're going to be roasting someone, it's nice to have a likable guy who can make a nice comeback at the end, but, you know, he's a very weird-looking dude with this cape and hood, and it's very disgruntling, even for someone who talks shit like I do about the blacks.
Now, Bob, what do you mean that they changed up on?
Well, I definitely thought it was too early to do Daniel. I thought we should have done Scott because he's a likable guy, and the roast, you want to fuck with people. You want to have a good time.
And the discussion about that was, you did Ralph, you did Ronnie, you do Scott. It's all the same stuff. It's an inside guy. It's the same crap. You know, like even Artie said, you get 5 guys, 6 guys to roast Scott. You could pretty much write the jokes. They're all going to be the same jokes. You know, Scott's good for doing down the road, but it's sort of too similar to what we've been doing.
But I think like Daniel's like impossible to roast like somebody that's like him because like even the audience would just stare at him and it's such a weird thing in there. You know, I just thought it was very hard to do him.
There was definitely a weird vibe in the studio, and it really started with your argument, Gary, this morning with Robin. Like it never went away.
Well, and it was weird because the argument was, if you weren't listening, that we had decided that it would be a better idea if Daniel sat in Robin's booth. Because I just didn't know what the audience was going to be like. I didn't know what the comedians were going to be like. You know, Daniel's a volatile guy, and it just could be weird. So Robin didn't realize till yesterday that we were going to move her out of there, and she seemed very offended by it. And, I mean, there's a million times I've moved her out of her booth, and I haven't told her in advance. I'll just be like, hey, I'm moving you out for a little while. She was pissed off by this, and I don't know why. I don't know why it was such a big issue.
Now, one of the things at the end of the show, Artie and everyone was talking about who they would pick, you know, if you had to cut it, who would be the best ones, and it was essentially Shuli, Sal, Artie, Yucko, and Lisa, which is everybody who's really a regular part of the show. And Lisa and I were talking a little bit beforehand. I don't care who you are, even if you've done a million roasts, you're walking into the Howard Stern show. You haven't done it before. That's intimidating to begin with. And you turn, you have a guy, you have the Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan next to you.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I got to interrupt because you know what? Fuck these comics. Here's the deal. You know what? I do this for a living. Bob does it for a living. Artie does it for a living. If you're gonna not be prepared and you're not gonna write jokes like this counts, they can go F themselves. Because just because it doesn't pay, it pays in a big league. To be in a room with Howard Stern, it pays off big time. So I hate unprepared comics, and I'm not a racist, but I will tell you that every time, no, I'm a racial insult comic. But I will tell you that every time I've done a roast with a black, they never fucking prepare. Eddie Griffin sucked a dick at the Pam Anderson roast. The freaking blacks on today, except for Earthquake. It was a very funny exchange at the end with him and Daniel. You gotta write the goddamn jokes and deliver them. Do the work like the white people.
Well, it's a good thing you're not racist, guys.
You know that there's people that traveled from the West Coast just to do this roast. Mm-hmm. And some of the people, we sent them some of Daniel Carver's messages, as well as some portions of the last roast. So if you weren't familiar with it, I mean, I didn't want anybody walking into this room unprepared for what was going to happen.
No, first of all, yeah, Lisa makes a good point. You got to be prepared. As a matter, the funniest thing, the whole roast, right before, like the roast was an hour and 20 minutes long, and I was sitting next to Earthquake. An hour and 20 minutes into it, he was slouching the whole time, and I love Earthquake. But he gets up and he says to me, "Hey, you got a piece of paper?"
Yeah, and he had 2 jokes written on it, and he didn't even bring them up. It was so funny.
Really funny. But that being said, I think that being a regular part of the show, like me, Sal, and Shuli, you have a way bigger advantage. Just the way, I really do. We know you know inside jokes about people. You know more Daniel details. You just have it easier. And we all went first at those 3 guys.
All right, so I got a question for you, Artie. If your agent called you and he said, "Listen, Jimmy Kimmel's doing a roast next week. He wants you to fly out there. He's roasting his Uncle Sal.
Right.
Jimmy's got his Uncle Sal as a regular on the show. Are you flying out there without knowing anything about Uncle Sal and getting up and doing jokes?
No, you're right. No, I would definitely prepare and research and stuff like that. And it's funny, like I've roasted Hugh Hefner and Donald Trump with Lisa. We both did that. And they're big public figures, but it's funny when you do have to still do research on it and figure stuff out to be prepared. So Lisa makes a good point, but I still think we have an advantage being here every day.
I thought Gilbert actually had a funny line about it. Jim, clip number 1.
Gilbert Gottfried, or as Hitler would call him, Exhibit A.
All right. Daniel, this is a Jewish man. A Jewish man.
Hey, Gilbert. Yeah, I've met him before several times.
Yes.
Oh, really? You 2 friends?
Yeah, he likes me.
He likes you, yeah.
He's going to make some jokes, but he likes me.
Yes, Daniel, I'm going to be doing what they call in the hood gagging on you. See, that's what we call it in the hood, gagging on you. And you small dick motherfucker, because your dick is small, and that's why you're a racist.
Now, you should point out that Corey Holcomb had gone a couple before him, and Corey Holcomb's opening line was, "We're going to do what we call in the hood gagging on you," which nobody knew what that meant.
But there was a lot of, dick jokes and other jokes that really could have been applied, it seemed, to anybody. Like, you didn't need Daniel Carver for those jokes. And those who did go after Daniel, I thought, fared better. Like Shuli, he's joined us right now. You went right for him, Shuli, and good for you.
But I got to be honest, even though being with the show and knowing Daniel throughout the years, it was tough writing for him because you only have so much to work with. He's okay, so you bang your sister, you live in a mobile home. Once you got that, where are you going to go from there? So it was tough. I felt that writing for everybody else on the dais was a lot easier than writing for Daniel.
And I noticed that you were probably, out of all the roasts that you've done, you probably went heavier with your material for the people on the dais, and this was the lightest you went for the guy sitting in the chair.
Absolutely, without a doubt. It was tough for me, man, even though I was going first. And also the other thing was I didn't want to just write jokes and take good jokes from other comics they would have to cross out because I used a reference to a motorhome. If they have a better joke than I do about him living in a motorhome, I don't want to screw it up for him, so... It was tough, man. It was tough.
The thing is, too, we're comics, but we don't want to come off, like we agree with him.
Right.
But yet we make racial jokes in our acts and in real life, so it's a very fine line between it.
That's the only 2 angles you could take. You either goof on the guy for what he is, or you side with him, which is kind of the angle Sal took, which was funny.
Well, and that brings me to another point. Do you guys think that everyone that was sitting on the dais sort of got it? Did they get the joke? Because at some point, I was wondering if some people were like, wait a minute, this isn't funny. There's a lot of weird jokes going on here.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, just the fact that, a good portion of the dais didn't even write anything to come in and roast the guy. Like
that was just weird. That's freaking unforgivable, dude. I'm sorry. Be a professional.
I was interviewing for the news. I said it was a tough writing for Daniel, and like Earthquake was like, be honest with you, I'm just gonna. He goes, call me crazy, but I think I can wing it.
They always say that the blacks have a thing with wings.
Yucko, you were there also, and you did I thought on the first 2 roasts, you took a lot of crap because, it seemed like you didn't prepare and it didn't go very well. Today, I thought you pretty much killed. How did you feel?
It was horrible. I hate my life. No, it was a lot better, I thought.
Your horn kept things going for a while.
Yeah, really.
Hey, could you do me a favor? Could you go put down the makeup so you're not so creepy?
He's more scary now.
But I thought Yucko did good the first 2 roasts, too. I don't know. Sometimes people have opinions about sets, and I'm like, what the fuck were you watching? Like, he did very well, both.
What was a funny moment in this roast was Artie, sitting in between Artie and Sal, and when I was up there, Artie had made, like, a comment towards me or something when I was up there. He interrupted my set, and he tells me, when I get back, he goes, listen, I just want to tell you it was wrong for me to do that, and I apologize. Comics shouldn't speak out. And then continued to do that for the rest of the roast to every other comic.
Well, quite frankly, somebody had to do something.
I don't blame you, man. I hear you.
Well, the funniest thing, or the most tense stuff, was Judy Gold and Angry Black getting into a screaming match because she just didn't get it, and she takes it very serious, and this guy's yelling. It got out of control. But that's fun to listen to.
Angry Black, I usually like him. He annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, what happened? He just
snapped?
Really
did. He annoyed me today.
He pulled me over to the side, and he said, listen, if you get a chance, let me get near the mic because I got a beef with Lisa Lampanelli. So I wasn't holding the mic on his head, so I thought his beef was going to be, you like to sleep with black guys, why not him? I couldn't figure out what it was. But then when he sort of, pulled Judy into the whirlpool, I couldn't figure it out at all.
No, he just wanted to talk. That's
he just wanted to talk. He wanted airtime,
Yeah.
And, it's just shtick with that guy. Come on.
But I don't think Judy understood that.
No, but that's the sad part.
Why today did he piss you off? Like you say you like him.
No, I usually do like him, but today he was just really, I think, out of line. Not that you could ever be out of line on this fucking show, but it was like just too much.
It wasn't,
like Judy Gold. I know Judy. I really like Judy a lot as a person, and I think she took unnecessary shit from him.
Yeah, it's okay to me. It's interesting. You can bash someone if you can be funny doing it or you had a point, but he didn't seem to be funny or have a point.
Yeah.
He just seemed to be
And
bashing
it definitely threw her off totally because she's a funny person.
Yeah, without a doubt. She's a pro.
Yeah,
and then when somebody's screaming stuff at you, it's hard to concentrate.
That was the other line of the day when Earthquake called her Ronnie Cycly.
For all the Syracuse fans.
Exactly.
Tim in Nashville, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I love the wrap-up show, man. You do a great job. Listen, if you guys were to edit anything to do with the show, it would kind of be like when you hear stories about like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions, and then you go to watch it on VH1 and they edit all the good stuff out.
But here's the deal. We've already played it, and we're telling you what we're doing. We're being really upfront. We're having this discussion like stream of consciousness. Not like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you don't get to hear it. You've already heard it.
Right.
And we're just trying to decide whether to play it again.
But what about people who haven't heard it, though?
Well, that's why when we first started talking about these roasts, one of the things we said was that what you don't see in a roast is somebody bombing. And that's what would be great about this. You never get to see the uncomfortableness of somebody bombing. And today, you saw it a lot. And I think that's interesting.
We just wanted to save it for one show and do it all at once.
It was a very uncomfortable feeling. I was like looking for an exit.
I will tell you right now, if you watch this on Howard TV, you'll see right behind where the people go up to roast, there's a wall. And I was standing there with a microphone, but at times, when you see me duck behind the wall, it means I'm so embarrassed at what's going on that I don't want to be seen.
Ouch. Cringe.
And I'm not even telling the jokes. No, but it was like I don't know where to look to try to look interested, so I just went behind the wall.
Steve in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, what's up? I got to say, I enjoyed the roast today, and, I think Daniel was happy, too. He doesn't have to lynch any of those black comedians, because most of them died right there on stage.
Good one.
Hey, Gary,
Yeah.
I heard when you told Daniel that Howard wanted to roast the most ignorant bigot in the history of the show, Daniel said, well, I think it'd be funny, too, but you think Artie could take it?
All right, he 1 for 2. Is that
Where's the horn, Yucko?
You're batting 500, Ted Williams.
Did Daniel actually say that?
Yes, he did, Artie.
Now, Daniel,
with that exact cadence, by the way.
Daniel seemed to fare pretty well. I mean, he held his own for the most part.
And Lisa and I were talking about this in the green room. See, the interesting thing about Daniel is Daniel's sort of Teflon. You can't rile him up. He doesn't get angry. He's almost taken passive resistance and brought it on himself, meaning he'll sit there and he'll just say, you're the N-word, you're the N-word, you're animals, you're this and you're that, and let the other person get angry. And then he goes, see, you're an animal because you get angry? And he's unflappable. He can't be riled up.
Well, I think a few times he mentioned how much he likes going to comedy shows and how much he enjoys comedy.
Well, he did see Larry the Cable Guy Health Inspector.
A lot clowns.
That whole Larry the Cable Guy thing.
He said I like clowns. That was.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
well, that was creepy.
Well, I interviewed him after the roast. I went in and interviewed him, and he said that Yucko was his favorite. That he had seen him a couple times.
He just liked him in blackface.
You know what his favorite TV show is? All jokes aside.
What?
He says he likes cartoons. That's what he likes.
Yeah.
He likes cartoons, so it's a very strange thing.
Today, all jokes aside.
Fred, how did you think the vibe in the room was today?
I can count on one hand the really great comedians in there today, and my condolences to Bob Levy, because I know how hard he works putting these things together. I was sitting there the entire time going like, this guy sucked, this guy sucked, this guy sucked, and Bob's going like, shit, motherfucker, God.
Yeah,
damn.
but Bob, can I say something?
We don't hold you responsible for it,
this is the whole thing.
I know how hard Bob works, and I know he puts together these roasts. By the way, Lisa was probably number 1, Artie number 2. I see Sal was number 3, but he'll be an asshole if I say he is. So I'm going to put Julie ahead of him, and then maybe Sal last.
But
there you go, pal.
The whole for the record, it wasn't Levy's idea to roast Daniel Carver. It was ours.
No. By the way, I also think that there's a rumor going around, or a theory, that it may have been Scott's black cloud that was like hovering over this
He came up to me and he goes, you see what happens?
Totally killed it.
But Bob, do you think there were too many people?
No, okay, this is what I think.
Yes.
Of course there is, but we just kept adding because other people said yes at the end. We didn't know, you know what I mean?
But do you think that, and constructive, I'm not taking a shot at you. Do you think there's a point where if you get an earthquake and you get a Corey Holcomb, who has some sort of name value,
we could. I mean,
you could have told other guys on, hey, listen, we're gonna for this one, we're gonna let you sit out. We'll bring you back for another one because we've got a dozen guys on the day.
Yeah, because I just thought, like, what I heard, we want a lot of black comedians. You know what I mean? It's like we wanted gay comedians. So now I got to find a gay comedian that can roast. Now I got to find a lesbian that can roast. I need my guys that I bring in that know how to do this shit every time.
But you got to mix it up. We agree that you can't. It's not the same when you go to see a Friars Club roast. It's not. There's a core.
There's a core. That's my core.
But the core is getting to be the same people all the time. You want to bring some new people in.
Yeah.
And you just, you don't know how it's going to go. There's no way to know in advance that doing a roast live is going to kill from end to end. It's impossible.
Yeah. But I mean, I know with my guys that know the show, they can write this stuff. I didn't want to keep Florentine out. I didn't want to keep Mike Morse or Don Jameson out because they know the show. They know how to roast. Then you add a few other people in. That's why I just thought it was too quick for Daniel, and it was going to, we're taking chances with people.
But you have a line of Artie, Lisa, Earthquake, Gilbert Gottfried.
Right on paper.
I mean, everybody thought going in it was going to be killer.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, yesterday I go, this is going to be unbelievable, I was saying.
I got to tell you, I saw Howard TV had you guys all lined up against the wall, and I walked in and I said to Howard, you know what? This actually looks like a real roast.
Yeah,
like the caliber of the people that were, Judy and Lisa and Gilbert. I'm going, this is an Earthquake. I'm like, damn, this is like a real roast.
Well, here's Bob's problem. I've told him this in the back. He's the nice. You guys don't know this. He's the nicest fucking guy in the business, which is what breaks my heart because he can't fucking say no to anybody. I would have kicked 3 of those freaking people off the minute Earthquake said yes, or Corey Holcomb. I'm like, you're out. You do it next time, and then you never put them on. So you keep lying to them and deluding them. You're too goddamn nice. That's all I have to say about you.
So because they're all bigger than him, he's afraid they'll never let him work again.
No, nobody's bigger than me on comedy. Okay? But no, it's like, we thought we'd do a few minutes each, and it wouldn't, it ran an hour and 15, an hour and 20. It's like, if it would have hit, it would have hit. It would have been fucking, I would have been God then. Now I'm a fucking douchebag that fucking.
Would have been an entity.
Exactly. Then Sal would have been stalking me. But the whole thing.
Okay, so that brings us to the conversation, which I just want to throw around the room. Fred, starting with you. Do you edit it? Like a guy called up before and he said, well, if we edit it, then, we're being hypocrites. And I said, no, we already let it air. Right. So we're not hypocrites.
Right.
But
my first impulse was to say, edit this fucker. Edit it down to its essential hour. However, this may end up being like one of those things where everybody goes, listen, you got to sit down. It's like,
is this our Jerry Lewis movie?
What was that movie that was about dancers and shit like that?
Showgirls.
What's that?
Showgirls.
Right. It could be another Showgirls. It could have that kind of cult status.
So bad
this
it's
show
good.
could be so bad it's good. Everybody gather your friends, especially like on the pay-per-view thing that we've got going on in demand. People are going to sit there and go, wait a minute, this is going to be the worst joke. You got to watch this over and over and over again.
Because what's going to happen is it's going to air again after the news today, and then it's going to air 2 more times today. And that's it. And then after that, we are going to edit it. We always were going to edit it into an hour show. So you really have only till tomorrow morning before we start at 6 to hear it again. And then it's sort of gone forever unless we pull it out because it got that cult status.
It's sort of like fucking a fat chicken and realize somebody filmed this shit and they're going to play it. I mean, that's what fucking happened to us today.
Don't tell us your worries.
Hey, Joe in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, Joe. What's on your mind?
This is a lot like the Chevy Chase roast where nobody was Daniel's friend.
Well, that's true. Nobody knew Chevy. Nobody knew Daniel. But, I mean, how much do you need to know about Daniel? The guy's the grand wizard of his own KKK. What do you need to know?
All right, so, guys,
let me just say this, though. When there was no dynamic. Like, you know how, you're ripping on Friends, and, you all know it's a joke. Daniel was kind of, outside of the circle where you just had people who were going to, hate on him, and there was this automatically. It was just like, all right, is Daniel going to get pissed off? Are black people going to get pissed off? And then there was no fun to it. You know what I'm saying? It was just like all mean-spirited.
Well, it wasn't fun because Lisa brought it up, and I guess this is something we need to learn. There was no fun to it because you don't like the person being roasted. If you like that person, it's funny, you're like, oh, and you sort of follow up, or that was a good one, or there's a little give and take, and that just didn't exist today.
Well, there's also a difference when the comics are like making nigger jokes, let's say, and then Daniel says you're just a nigger. Like there's two different connotations, obviously, to that.
I think the earth just stopped. John Hein used the N-word twice in 10 seconds.
That was hot.
The room just stopped. My breath went out of my chest.
Lisa's moving closer to me, actually.
I've never seen a nerd do that.
Well, he knows the door is locked.
Comfortable, Mr. Hein.
But Artie, you were about to say, like, what joke would you have written? What joke did you do today that you were able to do because you know Daniel better? You know what I mean?
I know Daniel better.
Like you were going to say that we have an advantage because we know him better, but there wasn't a joke that you could.
Well, for instance, I know what is. I mentioned his wife, and I've met her. I know what she looks like. I know, you know what I mean.
But people did wife jokes, and you didn't need to meet her to do a wife joke,
right?
Well, the other, I mean, look, but if you're going to roast the guy, that's my point. You're going to roast the guy in the Klan. There's a couple of subjects you have to go with, and then it just gets limited. It's racism, it's the sheet, whatever, and then by the fifth guy, all the jokes are done. It's hard to go late in a roast. It really is.
All right, we got to take a break. You're listening to the Wrap-Up Show on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
You're listening to the Morning Wrap-Up Show. We're back with the Morning Wrap-Up Show. Call Gary and John now at 888-STERN-100. That's 888-STERN-100.
There's arguing going on, sir.
I mean, I get.
Oh, here he goes again.
I get to have an opinion. It's just an opinion.
Here he goes again.
You don't have to like it, but it's an opinion. Oh, that's you, Robin. You have no idea. That's what the audience hears. That's what the audience hears from you.
The hell was she thinking?
And that's how this morning started. Now, Fred, did your eyes light like immediately? Did you realize what you had there?
I was just saying too, like Gary has had a really bad 24 hours. I mean, first he gets squirted by that chick, and then he gets he runs into the immovable force known as Robin. I mean, it's like. My hat's off to you, man. That was tough. But that's gold. That noise is gold. And Robin realized after I played it through, like about 10 times, she's going like, shit, if I knew I made that sound, it would have never come out of my mouth.
I wasn't getting what she was so pissed off about this morning. And, Freddie, you've been in these meetings. Did it come up in the meeting last week that Daniel will be sitting in the booth or in one of the past meetings? It may or may not.
I cut out of the meeting early last week, so I wasn't privy to the seating arrangements.
Actually, Scott DePace is here, and he was part of that. So, Scott, what happened?
Well, no, yesterday we started to set up like we always do for the segment, and all of a sudden Scott, the engineer, said, no, Daniel's going to be inside Robin's booth.
And I told Scott and Ronnie, both of those guys, I told them last week. So my fault not to tell you guys.
But
okay,
that throws us in a total tailspin. We're trying to figure out how we're going to cover this thing, and it really sets us back. So I saw Robin. I said, Robin, did you know where Daniel's going to be? And she said, no, what do you mean? And I told her he's going to be in your booth, and she freaked out and said, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. That's when we came and found you.
Yeah, I can understand why she'd be upset, though, because, I mean, if she finds out about it at the last minute, she's got a routine. She's always had a routine.
Okay, I got it.
And it would be the equivalent of telling Howard, listen, you can't sit behind the board.
Hold on a second. Fred, I get what you're saying, except I didn't tell her this morning. I should have told her earlier. You're right. She had 24 hours notice, okay? And,
I don't know if 24
and it's not
or 48 would have made a difference.
I don't know if a week would have made a difference.
Right.
She didn't want to move for whatever reason. Not my call. Howard and I discussed it, and Howard decided that this was the best way. This was this wasn't like an affront to Robin. This was for the good of the show.
Right. No, I understand.
And listen,
completely.
hey, Fred, if Howard says to you, you know what, Fred, you sit there every day, but for today, because I just think it works for me, I need Evil Dave to sit there, and you go, Howard, it throws me off, and he goes, Fred, I need you to do this for today. You're going to go, all right, I'll move.
Right.
You're not going to like it, but you're going to do it.
Exactly.
I wonder why she's never had a problem with Winfred's money.
And I brought that up. We moved her before. Listen, she doesn't love it. When I say, Robin, you're going to move, she'll be like, okay.
I think there's also a difference between like a 5-minute, 10-minute, or 15-minute, yanking.
You think it was because there was
booth,
audience there?
as opposed to like who knows how long it takes to set up the throne and all that other stuff like that.
If you weren't listening,
she's got a rhythm.
If you weren't listening very early, here's how it started.
Well, hey, we all got to put up with, we have a squeeze-tight situation.
And I got to sit, where? Where am I sitting? Nobody even thought about where I was supposed to sit. They were like, oh,
sit on the guest
where
couch.
are you going to be?
You're with Jeff Carver.
I just found out yesterday.
I got a great
that this is
idea,
happening.
Howard. Yeah. Why doesn't she just shut up and stay in her booth? It's like, I mean, she's been complaining. I know, it sucks. I don't have an alternative situation, Robin. If you can come up with one. Otherwise, I have you sitting on the couch and I have him in there. We thought this was the best for what we're doing. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
Yeah, sit in your booth then. But, we just don't have a place to put him, and we just want to keep him sort of separate from them. But
you have a problem with the redneck head of the Klan?
Howard,
Yeah, my things are in. I don't want him around my stuff.
So move it.
I give you a whole day's notice to clean it up.
Yeah, what is it?
Clean it up. It's my purse, you jackass.
And that's pretty much how the morning started.
And I said, if you went further, I was like, yeah, because you can't move your purse in 5 minutes. I mean, it was a purse. I mean, it's not like she fucking put up aluminum siding and had to take it down.
And Howard was also complaining about where Evil Dave was sitting early on.
Which was also an interesting thing because George Takei has sat there. Bob Levy has sat there. Everybody that comes in to sit on the show sits there. Suddenly, Evil Dave, he notices. And
I wonder why.
Because he's taller.
He brought that up.
I have another joke.
He brought it up yesterday, Howard did, that Benji was bothering him. And I was going to address it, but we were here till 6 o'clock last night.
Well, how would you address it?
I think I got to build a wall, some sort of.
But
a
what
wall.
changed? In other words, we've been here since January, right? So how is it? Did Benji get so fat that we're suddenly seeing him?
I think all the talk about Benji eating and stuff, it's starting to bother. He's in the eye line to Artie, so whenever Howard's looking at Artie,
and the person that sits in the guest chair, so many people have sat there. So why is Howard now suddenly noticing them?
Right. I don't. Well, I think Evil Dave again is a lot more disturbing than George Takei or Bob or whoever else has been there.
That's horrible, Scott.
I mean, surely.
That's my professional opinion.
Wait, hold on. Shuley sat there for most of the day yesterday, and Howard didn't notice him.
Right, because Shuley.
Neither did the audience.
But I mean, I just wanted to bring the audience into like some of the stuff. Like you do it, it works, and then when it doesn't work, the first time you hear about it is on the air.
Right.
And I'm scrambling to try to make it better. But I mean, it wasn't like but listen, if Howard said to me at 1:06, what was I going to do?
Well, yeah, I mean, where would we have put him? We had. I mean, my issue that I wanted to come in here and talk about is that Bob, I guess he doesn't know the room real well, but he books. We had 29 guests. We had 12 comedians plus Bob. There is no room to put anyone in there.
Okay, first of all, like they tell me I book 15 guests. That's what I'm supposed to do every show, right?
So where'd the rest of them come from?
Howard gives out tickets. I give you the
didn't
list.
give out
14 tickets.
I did.
I know we didn't.
I got every
You know
list
what?
from you guys.
He
I
gave
put
out
in
a
15
lot.
people.
He gave out
15 people. I book every time.
I put the squash on it pretty early on.
You know what? I got to say, and I've said this before, we might have to think on the TV side about hiring a director.
Dude, you don't know. That's it. Your lighting is going to be screwed up.
Yeah, like I'm going to look better or worse.
He's getting you back for that seatbelt stuff.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Mr. Gossip, Mr. Vociferous over here. Yeah. I looked over. I didn't know what to do. Laugh. It was so awkward.
That wasn't my line, but it was
like
awkward.
I'm embarrassed
I
in
looked
front of
over,
you.
It was like your grandma trying to get out of a couch, and you're trying to help her up.
Like I'm embarrassed in front of your redneck
ass.
Doug in Indiana, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, now.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, is Lisa still in there?
She's right here.
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Lisa. I'm a young white guy, and I'll fuck you for sure.
Yeah, but, it's not. I'm not saying I can't get a white guy. I'm saying I can't get a good white guy with a great job and no kids. I don't want your sorry redneck get her done ass.
Hang on. How about this? How about this?
All right, go ahead, stupid.
2 o'clock at the Hilton. I'll bring the rubbers. You bring the Viagra and the roofies.
See, anybody who needs Viagra, forget about it. I could bang Levy if I wanted a guy who needs
You'll
Viagra.
need that for when you
And you will, baby.
All right, thank you for the voters' confidence. Now I'll really kill myself.
Bam Bam in Ohio, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, pretty good show today. Lisa, I first seen you on that Pam Anderson roast.
Yeah.
That was great. And I'll tell you, I'm in love with you. You're a great comedian. You're good to be on the roast. You do a great job.
Thanks, buddy. Keep listening. Bob Levy's going to redeem himself next time. Trust me.
We're gonna have Lisa back.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, 12 comedians, I think that's just a little too much. You get somebody like that in there that you really want to hammer. You want like 6 and 10 comedians just rip that guy a new asshole, Artie was good in there and Shuley and that, but what I wanted to tell Gary and that, hey, when we get around to Artie's roast, you have got to get Norm in there, and if there's any way on earth, get Don Wrinkles in there.
Don Wrinkles?
Oh, that's
a good
funny.
new name for him.
That's great.
Did you do that on purpose or just fuck up his
Was
name?
that a pun?
I mean, you know, fuck Artie, that fat fucker.
Wait a minute.
What?
He was just giving you a compliment.
Yeah.
You've just been insulted by
Artie,
a Flintstones
Artie,
guy.
Artie, I hope you ever come around Ohio, around Toledo. I'd love to see you, buddy. I love your comedy and all that.
This guy's Tourette's. He don't know what he's... You love him or hate him?
Thank you, buddy.
I love him. He's good. It's just like, I'm thinking like Norm would just eat him up, and if you could get Wrinkles in there, that would be the show. Man.
Sir, the question is, are you saying Wrinkles on purpose as a joke, or is that what you think his name is?
I'm sorry now?
Say the comedian's name, Don. Say
Whatever. Don who?
The bald
Don,
guy.
What's his name? Don what, dude?
Don Wrinkles. The old guy that was in the movie with
okay.
Dirty work.
Thank you.
Okay.
He's not joking.
But that's hilarious, dude.
I mean, you inadvertently just made a funny joke.
I think Don Wrinkles might actually be available for his roast.
But you know, the guy also actually made a pretty interesting point. And the point was, even everybody that killed today, nobody ripped Daniel one. You know, he said you got to get 6 intense comedians in there and rip him one. He was hard to rip.
Well, because he's his own punchline.
Right.
He is a laughable guy with horrible views, so it's really hard to make fun of those views in a non-preachy way.
Right.
I had some jokes that were way too preachy. I just cut them out. You don't, hey, racist guy. It's horrible.
Hey,
it's a very tough thing.
Can I say something, Gary? That's where I think the black comedians dropped the ball. It was their opportunity to really lace into him and give them some good stuff. And unfortunately, they didn't go there. And that's what I think caused this thing to collapse.
Yeah, they just threatened his life, which is where he wants you to go, which is really stupid.
Nash from Dallas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, yeah, I hear everybody saying, like, the black comedians dropped the ball, but why didn't you get, like, a better quality black comedian, like a Paul Mooney or somebody that would really...
Let me tell you something. Paul Mooney, love the guy, but I got to tell you, Earthquake's a good comedian. Corey Holcomb was a
great
good
comedian.
I mean, we had quality
Yeah,
comedians.
they are
today.
A-level dudes. I think the problem is you need great roasters who happen to be black, not great blacks who happen to kind of nigger-rig the roast.
And I'll tell you something, too. I think
For lack of a better word.
I think Paul Mooney would have gotten a little preachy.
Oh,
He would've
absolutely.
Been,
it could have been funny, though.
It could have been funny.
It could have been hardcore.
Sal, do you feel like you redeemed yourself once again today? You did a really nice job.
That's all he sees. He didn't even know that there was a bad
You know what?
roast.
I can only imagine when I do bad. I mean, because even when I do good, I get hammered. So I don't know. It was just a great opportunity to be up there. And if the people laugh, it's good. That's all.
So you felt good? A lot better than yesterday?
I felt good, but like,
No one's hammering you.
No, I just, I don't know. Maybe it's just my insecurities.
It
but,
is.
Yeah. I had a great time, and it was a good roast. Like I said, I wanted to see Gilbert so bad destroy, and he took a cheap ploy. He just went to the internet with those jokes.
Well, he didn't go to the end. He tried. I mean, it was an angle he took that didn't work. I don't think it was lazy. I think it was an angle that he tried that just didn't work.
He tried to do the joke of, like, here's jokes you might laugh at, but we hate.
Right. Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. But the point I wanted to make about how we have an unfair advantage, like a classic example of that is... Like, the two jokes I made on Howard involve his plastic surgery and the blower in his fucking limo. Now, who else is going to know that? You know what I mean?
Okay, but if you can't goof on Howard Stern, I mean, just...
but say you're the eighth guy up and every Howard Stern joke is done, you know?
But every
you
Howard
got to
Stern,
know details about
But every
that.
Howard Stern joke wasn't done. It was a Daniel Carver roast. Some people didn't even do Howard jokes at all.
A couple people tried with the big nose stuff, and,
Sal took a big shot at Howard.
On which one? The Beth
O one?
That was great. Win Howard's money?
Yeah, race
Yep.
between Les Moonves and Beth Ostrowski.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
Sal, and by the way, nobody's giving you a shot.
No, I
Everybody's
don't
saying
care.
you're
I'm just
fantastic.
saying, no, I don't. Exactly. No, I'm just saying that, it's nice. I'm really proud of it.
He's not used to
I worked
somebody
hard
saying
and-
something nice about him.
Yeah, I'm just not used to it,
I
which
can
is okay.
understand that.
And that's also good.
All right, we got to take a break. Our next segment, we'll trash Sal. You're listening to the wrap-up show on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
You're listening to the Morning Wrap-Up Show. We're back with the Morning Wrap-Up Show. Call Gary and John now at 888-STERN-100. That's 888-STERN-100.
Welcome back to the wrap-up show. Daniel Carver roast post-game, it feels like. 888-STERN-100, that's the number to call if you want to jump in. Let's go to Mike in New York. Mike, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's up? I think today's show was genius because the only way to compete with yesterday's best show ever was to have the worst show ever. So I think it worked. I mean, I couldn't stop thinking of the fucking machines, but this did it. So it's a good show. And Paul Mooney is the genius. So
All
that's
right.
it.
Thanks, Mike. Definitely ran the gamut between yesterday and today. Not in terms of good and bad, but just where the show's going to go. I mean, look what happened yesterday in the studio, and look what happened today in the studio. Let's go to Jim in Allentown. Jim, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hi. I think I know what went wrong today in the roast. There's just not that many white jokes out there. I mean, you had a bunch of, basically minority people in there. There's plenty of minority jokes, and there's just not that many white jokes out there.
He's right in a way, because oftentimes people come up to me after my shows and are like, why don't you make fun of white people more? And I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Hey, how you doing, bank president? I mean, it's a lot harder to make fun of white people because we have jobs.
Yeah, but he's a redneck, though.
Well,
so.
yeah, but that's limited too, because there's 4 redneck qualities, and what else is there?
I don't know. Jeff Foxworthy's made a whole career over doing redneck jokes. Larry the Cable Guy is a millionaire.
Oh, yeah.
Bob in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I think the funnier part would be to find out, how'd that guy get there? Does he get there in that outfit?
No, no. And if you missed the show earlier, we talked about it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We'll talk about it again. I guess it was a miscommunication. He did bring the outfit up, but nobody spoke to him yesterday to tell him to bring the outfit. So he showed up here in like that little short sleeve shirt that with the pen holder in it.
Members only.
And then we sent them back to the hotel to get the outfit.
And Howard had a great line. He's like, "If you didn't, what did you bring it for? If you weren't going to bring it to the show,
Walking down the streets of New York, I hope.
No.
Get Scott to pace on that immediately. That would be a good on-demand television show.
What'd you think of the roast, Bob?
I thought it was good. I mean, there was the other two I think were better, but it was good. It was right up there. It was already, he was funny. I mean, what are you going to do? Like the guy you're roasting, there's not much else you could say about him. The funny, like I said, just let him walk up and down New York in that outfit.
So let me ask you a question.
That's a good idea.
If we were going to roast somebody next, who would you want it to be?
I kind of agree with what you're saying. I mean, you know who's there. I mean, I guess they say you, but
So are you excited about the idea of a KC roast coming up?
Yeah, but Casey's like out of the program a little bit. Like I was going to ask this question, and then not to be stupid again, but it's like all these other new listeners that are coming on, they don't know how you even got Baba Booey, and how are you going to get that out to the people? That's classic shit there.
I think there's a portion of people that fit that bill, but I think most of the people that are here are people that came with us. And you're right, we do have some new listeners that don't know who Casey is and don't know how I became Baba Booey and all that stuff.
Ruben in Memphis, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, doing a great job on the after show.
Thanks, Ruben.
Hey, I like Shuley, Sal, but I must say Yucko was no good on mic, but off mic he was great with that horn. Every time somebody bombed, he'd hit the horn like it was almost deflated or something.
So you hated Yucko, loved the horn? That's what you're saying?
So bring back the horn, Bob Levy.
I'll have the horn next roast.
There it is.
My friggin' ear.
Hey, Bowie, I had some suggestions that could have made that show better. Is it possible that maybe Bernie Mac or Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle could have sent in?
Sure,
or George Bush.
Yeah, exactly. They'll bring in the president.
Clinton.
Yeah, sure. Those guys are, at $100,000 a pop. There'll be
Brad
no problem.
Pitt, Angelina Jolie.
Brian in
Mel Gibson next week.
Brian in Toronto, you're on the wrap-up show.
Fucking people.
Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Levy, why didn't you call your good buddy Chris Rock?
That's it.
Yeah, but
Chris
the point
is leaving.
being,
Who?
but don't even think just because they're famous that they're going to be funny.
Right.
Trust me,
exactly.
I've seen all those guys do rows, and they suck a cock like everybody else who was in there today.
Harrison
so you know
Ford.
what?
This is Bob Levy.
Why ain't you calling me back?
Brian, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah. Did anybody have to, walk that guy up to keep people from beating the shit out of him?
No,
We just took Yucko right downstairs. He was fine.
Actually, what I did was, we have 2 green rooms here at the new place. So what I did is I took Daniel out immediately, put him in a green room, shut the door, and let everybody blow by. We had stuff to record with him anyway. So, yeah, I sort of keep him sequestered. But, Daniel's one of those guys, you're not going to get any violence out of him. And if you hit him, you're just playing right into his hands.
Wheels in Bristol, you're on the wrap-up show.
Well, I think Levy learned something today. Never hire a black guy again to do a job.
Oh, jeez.
And you think the niggers would have learned to study?
All right.
Daniel, we know it's you. Stop it.
Let's go to Charlie in Jersey. Charlie, you're on the wrap-up show. Charlie, you there? No Charlie. Patrick in Dallas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey, I think you guys were kind of touching on, I think you took on an easy target that only had so many levels that you could work with. I think you need to skip Scott. You need to go right to the big four because everybody knows them. Everybody likes them. A roast is supposed to take the piss out of people. Everybody's already heard it, and everybody hates Daniel. We already know that.
So who are the big four?
Who do you think it should be?
Artie, Howard, Robin, and Fred.
Okay, which one of the four would you pick for the next roast?
I guess start with Artie because he's the newest guy of the bunch, and just work and also no once a month things. Make these things farther apart so people can actually put some work into them. And Artie, you got to retire that burping and smelling cock joke. I've heard it every roast.
Well, I just did it because of the black cock.
I got you, brother.
I just wanted to.
Hey, fuck all that crap going to the all the 12-step program. Be who you are, Artie, because if you don't love you for who you are, then you don't love him.
So what if you're a serial killer?
Jesus, all right.
Oh, boy.
Patrick and Dallas with words of wisdom. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Wrap-Up Show on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
You're listening to the Morning Wrap-Up Show. Call 888-STERN-100. 888-STERN. We're back with the Morning Wrap-Up Show. Call Gary and John now at 888-STERN-100. That's 888-STERN-100.
Dave Letterman, everybody, here this morning. A little freer on satellite, able to say what he wants to say. He doesn't have to sit and do that wacky persona he does on TV where he's shocked by everything.
Let's not get into that.
He can really be evil.
Yeah, you could really be evil, Dave.
Is it just me, or is that Alexis Smith a little cunty?
Alexis
Stewart.
Alexis Stewart. Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
You were doing good. Yeah. And what happens is the better you do, the more you keep doing. You take a breather.
All right, sure.
And slow down for a few minutes.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Welcome back to the Wrap-Up Show. Lisa Lampanelli, Bob Levy, Fred, Artie, Sal, Gary. How great is Evil Dave?
I love him. I just love him. I love him for all his warts and all.
Every time he screws up, it's just too funny. Artie, what's it like sitting next to him for the show?
Wonderful. No, I agree. When he hits a joke, it's funny, and when he misses one, it might even be fucking funny.
I mean, listen, I'm not giving anything away by saying that, we here write most of the material for him, and he reads it, and I still think that, to me, the greatest line ever was, we asked him, we said something, and he goes, well, that Pamela Anderson, she's got a public wing. And we all just looked at each other, and we realized it was a pubic wig.
When he got into that thing where we let him explain his bit fart against real fart.
I didn't catch that.
Oh God! It was a bit he came up with for the show, and I thought it was. I could have listened to an hour of it.
I mean, the conversations happen over and over again where we're like, Will works with Evil Dave with the material the day before to try to get him prepped, and we're sort of like, Evil Dave, here's the material. Don't fuck with Shakespeare. You know what I mean? Right. And Evil Dave wants to be a comedy writer in the worst way, so we say, just stick with what we got here. This works. And he always veers off into his own material, and I think the audience can figure out what's his and what is ours.
Within the first 5 words.
Roger in Maryland, you're on the Wrap-Up Show. Roger.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, this roast wasn't quite up to the first two, but hey, it was still great entertainment. You guys having a bad day is hands down better than anything else on the dial.
And again, I still say watching somebody bomb is interesting. No one shows that to you. It's just interesting. We're certainly not turning our heads away from it.
I mean, Gary, you thought watching Modi bomb was interesting?
I loved it. I loved every second of it.
That might have been one I could have done without.
See, I disagree. And I'll tell you why.
He was really bad.
I'll tell you, Fred. Here's the deal. Some people bombed on the roast today. Some people bombed because they were unprepared. Some people bombed because they took a tack that didn't work. Modi was completely prepared. He had notes, and he buzzed through it, and it bombed. And that, to me, is a fascinating thing to hear or watch.
But to all of you guys, if you're doing, shtick like that, and it's not working, don't you
That's
cut
what's
bait?
fascinating, that he didn't cut. He didn't bail at it. He never pulled the ripcord.
Silence.
No, he's a very funny guy.
He is funny.
To pull out a thing like that song, but also, you know, he gave everybody fodder to do the song Callback, which you got big laughs off of. So you know what? Fuck it. He really is a funny guy.
He is very funny.
I work with him a lot, and he kills. But you know, so if you kill a lot, you keep thinking you could get them back. You know, so you might just go. And the thing is, you just want to, if you're bombing, you just want to get one laugh to get off with. You know what I mean?
Watching his routine today was like at the end of the Titanic when it flips over and you know everybody's going down.
Yeah.
That's what happened, and everyone got caught in the vortex.
Oh, God.
Mike in Milwaukee, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, stop apologizing. It was a great show. I mean, certainly there were parts of it that were brutal, but I'm with Gary. It's fun to listen to a guy totally bomb. I mean, I understand you feel a responsibility to put a funny product out, but that was great. Yucko killed. Sal was very smart to go against what everyone was going to do, and I was stunned. I was looking forward to the black guys ripping into this, and they were hard. It was like a game of pickup basketball where you picked all the black guys thinking you were going to kill, and they all sucked.
Good analogy.
Billy in Atlanta, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello?
Hey, Billy.
Yeah, I was going to say, not the worst thing about it was the roast. Yeah, you're roasting the guy from the South, y'all. Everybody just kept saying what a piece of shit he was, and I mean, y'all needed more of a Southern mentality. I mean, more of a redneck type joke. Everybody was just sitting there trying to.
Okay, let me translate that into English. Here's what he's trying to say. I think he actually makes a great point if he wasn't talk retarded. If you hired like a redneck comic who would take a spin on either I agree with him or disagree, could have been really funny. That's a good idea.
And the other thing he's saying is it's not funny to just say you suck.
Yeah, or hey, I want to fight you. I mean,
but
whatever.
that's what Sal did.
Yeah, but I'm not a redneck.
Yeah, right.
Suzanne in upstate New York, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, I think that Robin would be a great person to roast.
Yeah, she'll be soon.
I hope so.
How do you guys think Robin will handle being roasted?
Well, I think on the show she'll handle it well, but I think it's tough. It's Lisa, you're one of the few women I know who's sort of Teflon, and I don't know how you got that way, but I think that it can when you're the only woman in a room full of guys, it can get tough quickly. Yeah, I know she's got a great disposition. I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm saying that she handles it well, but I don't know. How do you think that would go, Artie?
I think Robin has been on this show long. I think Lisa got that way kind of because she was born maybe with an easygoing attitude and years of doing comedy. And Robin's been on the show where you need Robin's been on the show where you need the thickest skin ever for a while. So I think she could deal with it. You know.
Yeah, but it's one thing to Robin takes a shot here and there. It's another thing for a parade of comedians to come up and just start peppering you.
Right. Well, and then it's the woman factor. You don't want to totally disrespect the broad.
Yeah, I'm glad you held back on me today, Artie.
No, but it's quite frankly.
No, it's like when you're another.
I made two jokes. I said people mistake me for you.
Yeah, no, that was hilarious, dude. I want to use that
because that really happened.
Hey,
I know.
guys, take it easy.
No, but what's funny is I don't think women are funny because you can't you have to be able to shit on them as much as the guys. You want to be in this comedy arena, grow a set of balls and take it like a man. I'm sick and tired of these broads getting a pass, but also it's a little different because Robin isn't a comic, so to have guys hammering her, it might feel bad to her in her heart.
Right.
Fred, how do you think Robin would handle it?
Probably like what was happening this morning at 6:05.
Which would be great, by the way.
I think I'll be getting a lot more tape.
Now, we've had this discussion before about who should be roasted in the future, and Fred has come up, and then there's this shudder of fear amongst the room. I mean, you said bring it on, right, Fred?
I say bring it on. Although, having said that, I think the one guy I would love to see, this would be my dream roast to see, whether it's in person or not, or in absentia, Jackie the Joke Man. That would be like the pièce de resistance.
See, that's where it's great because Jackie could respond and Jackie could get up. You know what?
He's like the perfect roastie.
But would he do it? You think he would really do it? I mean, I would love that.
You know what?
I even asked him to come down.
I'm done begging Jackie to come and do the show.
Exactly.
You know what?
I asked him to roast and he was like, email me. You know what I mean?
Pay me!
Bob, you can pull that together, right?
What, Jackie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have to kidnap
call Chris Rock at Chappelle and call Jackie.
When I get off the phone with Mel Gibson, I'll see what I can do.
Jake in Manhattan, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, the last since you guys got to Sirius, it's been the best shows ever. From Andrew Dice Clay to Beetlejuice screaming at Artie for being a Jew. Today was I was glued to it. I was glued to the show, and it was just like the first time it was like, okay, not every day's going to work. And so what? It was unbelievable. And but it's Jake. By the way, it's Jake Fogelman.
Hey, Joke, what's up? Jake. Jake used to work with us at K-Rock.
Yeah, and thank you. I owe you guys my job. I'm working over at the well, I guess what do I call it on here?
You can plug it. Don't worry.
Jake, who do you want to see roasted next? If you had to pick one person from the show, who would it be?
Who would I roast next?
Yeah.
I got to say, I really think Robin, because I think Robin would surprise everybody. She's been on the show forever. She can totally handle her own, and I think that she would come back pretty strong, because Robin can be vicious.
Okay. Well, Robin seems to have gotten the vote here. I've got to wrap up the wrap-up show.
I want to say I'm very happy to have made the Big Four.
Yeah, and I feel a little shut out.
Yeah, I want to thank two of the Big Four that are here, Fred and Artie, and also Gary, plus Lisa Lampanelli, Reverend Bob Levy, Shuley, Sal, everybody who came down. You've been listening to the wrap-up show only on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
You've been listening to the Morning Wrap-Up Show with Gary Delabate and John Hein. Stay tuned now for Howard 100 News, live at noon, exclusively on Howard 100. 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 Howard 100.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. What's happening? How are you? Welcome to Thursday on the radio. It's serious. I don't know. I'm having a little, I don't know, vocally, I'm just not myself. Can you sense it?
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm a little bit hoarse. Like a horse. You ever been hoarse?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Horse
pain in the ass. And I wake up and I go, oh, how am I going to do a show? It's annoying to talk. I hate everyone. I hate being here. That's when I hate everything. Makes it hard. Yeah, today should be a really... All right, I have to say something right off the bat. So I'm driving my car yesterday out to Long Island, and I'm listening to the replay of the show.
Right.
And you know what would help me, too? Some green apples and maybe some hot water if someone minds taking a trip to the store. Or doesn't mind taking a trip to the store. That'd be great.
Even if they mind, go to the store?
Yeah, you know.
There are some apples in that back room, I think. They could try. I don't know if they're green.
I don't want apples from the back room.
You mean from that vending machine?
No, not that. No, not
yeah,
the
are there any apples in the vending machine? I'm interested in.
Hostess makes apples now.
No, it's just like when you wake up in the morning and your voice is kind of shot and you go, man, I talk on the radio for 5 hours every day. Like, that can't happen.
Right.
Then I went to my gym and I was complaining to my trainer that I'm running too much or whatever, and now I'm run. I blame the exercise. Meanwhile, I've exercised for 20 years.
Right.
But I blame the exercise. I'm run down.
But what did you, I mean, what happened? You had a fine voice yesterday.
I really didn't.
You didn't?
I just covered it up. I just pushed through it.
That's a pro.
Yeah. It'll loosen up. And if it doesn't, you know, I'll leave.
F you.
I'll let you guys do it.
Oh, God.
So anyway, I'm driving and I go to the gym and I go, look, I don't think I should be working out anymore. Because when I'm fat and I'm happy, I have a great time doing my radio show. Whenever I go to the gym and I work out and I'm trying to get skinny and stuff, I'm miserable. I walk around miserable all day.
Really?
I'm in pain.
You've noticed, you're tying that now to your workout.
Yeah, you know me. You know how cuckoo I am.
You're basically taking almost all the pleasure out of a day because you go from work to working out to, you know what I mean? And
yeah, I have no downtime.
What is it worth?
And you can't work out light. You got to work out hard. That's the bitch of it all.
Yeah, like, you know, if you work out light, everyone thinks you're a pussy. So what I do is I leave here, I do all my work, then I go to the gym to take an hour or two break, and I'm exhausted.
That's no break.
No. It's no break. What kind of life am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
It's bullshit.
But if you don't do it, you fall apart.
Yeah. What do you do?
You have to keep doing it.
I do. Just keep muscling through it.
Like, are you okay with the way you look now? I mean, because you don't look any fatter to me. I mean, like,
no, I'm 10 pounds heavier, and,
but you got
if I don't go to the gym, I'm going to just keep gaining weight.
And that 10 pounds is driving him crazy, I'm sure. Unlike, you know, your first 10 pounds.
Hey, look, like I say, I'm 35 pounds heavier in the summer, and I feel like shit.
Yeah, well, you're eating like crap. You know, at least I eat good stuff.
No,
like, I go
right.
home and eat a bag of almonds and gain weight. You You're eating devil dogs.
I eat a bag of literal shit.
Yeah, you're eating shit. And, and that's the whole thing. So anyway, like, I'm in my car yesterday.
Right.
That should clear up your throat.
Wait, let me have some of this. If I had lemons and... One thing about Tom Chiasano used to bring me lemons when I had
And
milk.
apples. Your apples and everything, and the hot water.
Yeah.
What a real suck-up he was.
He was, but he helped me. You read what's going on over at K-Rock?
Sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, no,
a real
what's up?
war.
I think the rumor is David Lee Roth's last day is Friday. Which really, you know what? Here's what I'm hearing. Well, I'll get to that in a minute.
Right.
Anyway, I want to say something controversial, and you're probably going to disagree with me. Not that controversial that we need a timpani.
Take a swig of hot water if you got it. You need it.
I do?
Yeah.
I sound like shit?
You sound like, you need to clear your throat.
It didn't help.
And I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, just deal with it. Hey, if you can listen to Pharrell, you can listen to me. So my point is that I'm driving out to Long Island yesterday to meet with my daughter. I wanted to do some stuff with my daughter. And I'm listening to Howard 100. And I hear the replay of the roast. Now, this is going to be controversial. I think yesterday's roast was the best roast so far.
I couldn't listen back, so I have no concept. I listened to the after show, and then I listened to the news after that, and I don't even want to hear them replay.
You want to know something? It was very different sitting in here than listening to it. It was so interesting. Each person who got up, even the ones that kind of like, quote-unquote, bombed, were kind of interesting. Like the black guys, the general impression was they weren't prepared to roast.
Right.
But I don't know. I enjoyed listening to them, and I loved listening to Daniel Carver go back and forth with them. And I'm laughing my ass off.
Really?
Laughing my ass. You didn't even listen to it. You didn't bother to listen to it.
I couldn't. I was so sick after the show yesterday because I thought it was so horrible that I just left because I was sick.
No, it was great. It was a great roast. And
real.
I'll tell you why. It was real. It wasn't like any of those bullshit roasts you see on, on TV.
Everybody's just joking. This is real.
This was so real.
Yeah, there was tension.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't feel any
Well,
tension in the room.
Earthquake was sitting right next to me, and every time Daniel said the N-word, he sort of looked over like there's going to be, someone's going to throw a punch.
Earthquake looked like he wanted to beat the shit out of
He was
someone.
mad.
Yeah, he was mad.
Is that what was going on? Because I really couldn't understand why they were so inarticulate. These guys who usually get up and riff forever.
Yeah, well, roasting is like a whole thing that you got to be into.
You got to
grow up
jokes.
looking at roasts. I don't know if these guys would looked at roasts on TV. Maybe where they grew up.
Well, that was one of the things. I was like, do they understand the concept of roasting?
I don't know, man, but I'm telling you, I listened to the roast yesterday, and I listened to the whole thing.
Really?
Like, I didn't want to turn it off. I wanted to hear the whole thing. And believe me, if something sucks, I'll admit it.
Yeah.
But it was really entertaining. We were all sitting there. Mike was in the car with me and a couple other people. And we were listening to it going, this is good.
Really?
It was really good. And I want to apologize to the following people. Reverend Bob Levy, because he put together a great roast. It was a wild show, completely entertaining. Not a down moment for me. For me.
Well, why is it that everyone sitting here thought...
I'll tell you why.
The opposite.
I discussed it with my agent because my agent was driving over here listening to it and enjoying it. And then he got here and he said, it was weird. The vibe with Daniel Carver. Everybody looked angry. The audience was dead. They were just staring. They were nervous around the black guys with Daniel Carver, and everyone wasn't hooting and hollering. And
there was nothing going on. The room was just
The
awful.
room was dead.
Yeah.
The roast, though, was great. It wasn't good. It was great. For me. I know people have a difference of opinion, and I thought yesterday...
What is the listening, what does the email say? What did the Stern Network say?
Emails, some of them said great, and some of them said it was horrible.
Some people actually had the reaction that you did.
Right.
That, it's like, it started off being like this car wreck, but it was not a disappointment.
No, it was good. And I know, yesterday we were all saying how horrible it is. Fred said the roast jumped the shark. It didn't. We will do another roast. It was really good. It was good. Listen to it. You will not
I don't know if I could. I really was. I was physically ill after the show yesterday.
Yeah, well, me too.
I wanted to throw up, and I didn't have anything in my stomach.
I thought we'd done a really bad show, and the fact of the matter is we didn't.
I didn't get a chance to hear it back. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, Sal was great. Shuli was great. You were great. Lisa Lampanelli was great.
Those were the same people you said were great yesterday, though. That's not
Judy Gold was great.
Really?
I loved listening to Judy.
Really she was making good jokes, but no one was laughing at it.
But when you're listening on the radio, you're like, wow, that's funny.
Really?
Yeah, and it was really good, too, because, like, Daniel would say crap to her. It was weird.
What about the angry black stuff?
He sucked, I think.
He made me mad yesterday. I got to be honest. He really fucking did. And I usually don't. I usually like Angry Black.
He was being annoying.
But he really annoyed me.
And I even said, well, how does Angry Black get into every roast? And I found out from Ronnie that Angry Black, he hung out outside. He told Ronnie, my crack security guy.
Your cracked security guy.
He told Ronnie, Angry Black just went up to Ronnie and goes, Reverend Bob Levy put me on the list. I'm supposed to be on it.
See, he told Levy the exact opposite. He told Levy that you guys wanted him up here.
Yeah, he told everybody.
So he's telling everybody whatever story it takes to get through the door.
Ronnie let him right in, right up front.
What are you talking about?
He told you that he was on the list, and Reverend Bob Levy put him on there.
You don't listen to when I explain something to you. He called upstairs here. He spoke to John Hine. He spoke to Jason. And he said that Bob Levy said to put him on the list.
But why does everyone accept it?
So they put him on the list, and I had him brought up. Why are you blaming me?
But did anybody check with Bob Levy?
Bob Levy wasn't
You're the security guy. What do you mean, what are you blaming me? You're the guy
They told me to put him on to bring him up.
So if Osama bin Laden puts a bunch of people at the airport, they told us it's okay to borrow these planes.
What is wrong with you?
Dude, you agree that... Bob Levy's got to tell you.
Bob Levy lets anybody in. That's the problem.
Ronnie, President Bush just told me that I can do whatever I want in life. Okay, so just let me do it. He told me I could chop your head off without legal ramifications. What do you think? What do you think of that? President Bush told me.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Does Bob Levy at the last minute add a bunch of names?
No. He's not allowed to do that. We have a set amount of people.
See, Bob sort of got a lot of shit thrown in his lap with this because he had to go book gay and black comics who doesn't really know that well, and that took a lot of work, and then get the right audience people here. And it wasn't his idea to do Carver. He wanted to do Scott.
No, we're talking about Angry Black, not
he got in
else.
Angry Black lied to everybody he talked to and put everybody's head in confusion and got in here.
Yeah, but come on, we got to be a little bit tighter.
Somebody's got to be on top of this thing.
Well, from now on the list, and that's it. Whoever's on the list.
Right. The list is closed.
Well, and nobody can tell me different. If they tell me put somebody on, they're not getting on.
Ronnie, if somebody goes up to the Academy Awards and says, oh, my name's on the list, or somebody goes up to a nightclub, my name's on the list, you don't let them in.
Unless you're 6 or something.
Yeah.
These are. I just got the word from the people in the office.
You screwed up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, okay.
But let me just ask you, if you had snuck into a roast, would you do what he did?
Oh, Jesus.
What an idiot.
Well, he was like a suicide bomber or something.
Ronnie, get back here and apologize to me.
What? Apologize for what?
I don't know. Get out of here.
Hey, where's Benji, by the way?
I don't know.
Benji down there?
Back to his crap again.
Oh, crap.
Good. Fire him.
Here's the one question, though. Listening to it, Howard?
Yeah.
Aside from Lisa, the 3 guys who sort of got laughs, and again, I think we have an advantage working here and everything, were all up front. And then you literally had an hour of the people who didn't.
When the black guy got up who couldn't even read his act, he was like so funny in a way. And then Daniel starts in on him, and it was just a weird train wreck. It was like fascinating, human. It was entertaining as hell.
The only reason I said it had to be played back is because everybody should hear. You know, because it's going to be legend.
Yeah.
Whatever happened on that show yesterday is going to be legend. And nobody should be wondering because it was never played again.
Yeah, I mean, it was really weird for me. I walked out of here feeling like, okay, the roast was a bomb. I don't even know if I want to do one for a long while.
Well, you were thinking of editing the show.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember...
It was a very different vibe in here than what I heard on the radio. I liked listening to it. I listened to the whole thing back. I mean, I'm not going to waste my afternoon. I got only limited time. I just kind of got hooked into it.
You couldn't turn it off.
No, you could not turn it off. And then a lot of people had said they got stuck in their cars listening, and they didn't want to leave. So that, to me, is good radio. I don't know. And it was better than anything I ever heard on testicle radio. People, were uncomfortable. People were flopping. People were screaming at Daniel. Daniel was really kind of funny, but in a weird racist way. It was just good drama. What's going on?
Thank God you're saying this. I had to literally talk Bob Levy off the ledge yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking to him.
I figured he was out there,
He was a
clinging to
mess.
the building.
No, I'm saying it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I know.
Well, maybe you should talk to him today.
I will apologize.
If you know, he's
the guy
finished his suicide
distraught.
note.
We had lunch, and then he drove me home, and he couldn't eat because he has Sirius in the car. I said, well, let's listen back. I can't. He couldn't even listen back.
It was good. It wasn't bad.
Well, replay it today, because I'm going to be in the car. I want to hear it.
You got to be in your car and you listen. I mean, I just was having a really... the trip was over in 2 seconds, and I heard almost the whole roast.
I purposely did not turn on the radio.
You should have.
Because I was just like, I couldn't listen to that again, thinking what I thought of it.
Tom, you're on the air. Alan.
Hey, Howard, how are you, man?
Hey, man, what's happening?
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, I was at the roast yesterday, man. I thought it was good, but Angry Black, he was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and he was heckling a lot of people while they were trying to get their rhythm going.
And he was saying he wasn't funny at all.
No.
He was attacking the two women on the dais.
And really viciously. I mean, they hadn't said a word yet, and he had decided they weren't funny.
And poor Judy has no idea who he is, really. And she's like, what's going on? Like, I just came here to tell some jokes and try to be in this. And I think she felt attacked, like almost like we wanted him to do that.
Yeah, and I wanted to be protective of Judy because I like Judy.
And she's a guest on our show.
Yeah, I don't know. Who let him in?
And she prepared jokes, you know?
Yeah, Ronnie let him in.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Standing around the room out there in the foyer, I guess you would call that. You know, a lot of people it seemed like got in the back door. You know what I'm talking about? Like a lot of people knew Bob and got in that way.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Bob has a lot of people.
What did he say? He had let in like 14 people or something?
He claims that part of his job is to bring 15 audience members as well.
It is?
Yeah, well, you know what? Tell me he doesn't need to do that anymore.
He did a good job, plus about 5, I think.
Yeah, it was good. Bob, you're on the air. And Bob was funny.
He was great.
I'm telling you, I'm listening back.
Really? Because we thought he was bombing when he started.
No, the comebacks were really good. Yucko was really good.
Yucko I thought was good.
When Modi is on and he's bombing, and then Yucko plays his horn in the background, you just wail with laughter. It was really good. I'm sorry. I mean, I said yesterday it was the worst.
Sorry?
Because yesterday I badmouthed all the comedians.
No, you didn't. Make it up.
Well, I said, look, I said it was a bad roast.
If he was cutting the show, he actually named who he would have left in. It was about 5 people. And how many comedians were there? 12?
Right. It was bad.
That
Bob,
was dissing 7 people.
Bob Levy, I apologize to you.
No, you don't have to apologize, man.
Well, I will, because it was a good roast. I liked it.
It was just a weird thing, and, you know, shit doesn't always go well. And
see, he's still apologizing. You're
Bob,
telling him it was good.
I listened to it. It was funny.
I believe you that.
It was wild.
He listened back to it, while he was driving.
Dude,
I know it was just a weird circumstance there when you had Daniel in the cage and that shit, and the people were just staring at him. They didn't know what to do.
Well, it was an uncomfortable moment because Earthquake was so angry and looking over, like he didn't know whether to laugh. He was kind of like...
Well, it wasn't funny in here watching.
it was really scary, yeah.
Can I say something?
You were mad at Gary anyway.
I spoke to Earthquake's, manager, and I said, when we talked about having to come on, and I was really clear. I said, listen, let Earthquake understand, this guy is going to be yelling out the N-word a lot. He's like, no, he's well aware of what it's all about. I mean, I would never bring anybody in here without letting him know what's going on.
Yeah, he didn't get mad to the point where he was flustered. You talk about preparation.
He wasn't prepared, but you know what it was? Afterwards, I wanted to say to all the black guys, you finally got a Ku Klux Klan here.
Yeah,
a real guy.
You rip him,
This is your chance to, really rip the guy a new asshole. Why didn't you prepare? But I got to tell you, yeah, that would have been great, too. But when I heard it back, it was entertaining. I couldn't turn off the radio.
Well, one of the things that was said on the after show was there's not a lot of white jokes. And I'm like, there's not a lot of Daniel redneck
He's a redneck.
Jokes?
Yeah, he's a redneck. But the one you talk about preparation, I said this on the wrap-up show, too. I was sitting next to Earthquake. The roast was an hour and a half old, and he was getting up in 5 minutes, and he went, hey, you got a piece of paper?
Yeah, I saw that. He was writing down some stuff.
But a minute before he went up.
No. I think the whole thing was just freaky, yeah.
Howard, I was thinking, I wasn't really into that Carver roast from the beginning, you know what I mean? And I said, the way to get back, wait till May, and let's do it right. Let's do Artie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was suggested on the wrap-up show that one of us, me, you, Robin, or Fred go.
I'm telling you, Bob, listen back to it. It wasn't that bad, and,
now it wasn't that bad. You said
it's my favorite.
You just said it was the best of the 3 so far.
Yeah, I'm telling you, out of all 3 that have gone so far, I got kind of bored listening to the other 2. I like this one better.
You got bored listening to the Ronnie Roast?
I mean, they were fine, but
I'm a
it
little
was like...
insulted by that.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. I'm listening to this thing going, this is an unbelievably tense moment. And you know what's really weird? Meg Griffin had sent me an email right after it was over. She didn't know that we were down on it. She said, I couldn't get out of my car. I've never heard radio like that before.
Wow.
And it's true. There's no way on testicle radio.
Oh, no, that's not happening anywhere.
It just never would have happened. No. And as you listen to each person, there's like maybe two guys who aren't prepared, and then there's a guy who comes on as really good. And it was fascinating. And then Carver just calling people the N-word right to their face, and you're an animal, and it was weird. It was just weird.
He doesn't get mad. It's the funniest thing was, like, you do two jokes on him, you look over, and he's laughing. He's having a good time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We found the one charming Klan member.
Well, yeah, he was kind of making the thing good.
He would have taken the blacks out for lunch yesterday.
Yep.
He was in such a good mood.
Let's not get carried away.
Anyway, I know I said the roast was horrible, and I was kind of down afterwards, and I don't know what was going on with me internally, but the fact of the matter is, it was good. And that's it for me.
I still can't believe it.
Yep. Best one yet. Honest to God.
Next, let's do Robin next.
Do what you want.
Do whatever you want.
You're in charge.
I want to do Artie. I definitely want to wait till May.
Why don't you do Scott the Engineer? That was your instinct. Go with it.
That's a good one.
Howard said he was leaving it in your hands. It's yours.
Let me do this. I want to do Artie. Let me get the comedians. I want all my guys. You know what I mean? I want to take...
Well, let me ask you something. Do you want to get some real professional roasters, like guys from the Friars who do it, like the Dick Capri types? Because
no, you want to get comedians that know the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I need.
Well, if you're going to do me, I bet Norman Spade might do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get two guys.
And Brewer.
That yeah.
All right. I'll leave it. Some guy wrote me a note about roasts. That what you do to make them really good is every comedian has to sort of submit their material to like
We
one.
talked about that yesterday. So.
Yeah, to one person. This guy, I don't know, he's involved in roasts. And he says that way you don't end up sharing jokes, and you can kind of edit it. But I don't know, man.
I don't know what he's talking about. I've done 2 major Friars roasts, and I never had to give my shit to anybody.
Yeah.
They just let you roll.
Like I could see yesterday of doing that because a lot of the people, we don't know if they were roasters. I'm just looking for, you're looking for a great comedian that's gay or whatever, and you don't know if they can really roast. So
it's a different type of comedy. You got to write old-fashioned jokes. Like Earthquake is a modern-type comic. He tells stories. He tells stories about his life and his wife.
Well, why did he do that?
You got to write... I don't think he wanted to do his act. I think he wanted.
I don't mean his act. I think why didn't he just sort of work in a story? Maybe something about him growing up in the Klan and
You got to write old-time Henny Youngman type setup punchline. That's what you got to try to do.
Well, the full roast airs tonight at midnight on demand. That's something you should know.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, the full roast. It will be up there, and I'm telling you, it looks weird. It's weird.
It felt weird.
But it was great. I'm telling you, I heard it back on the radio. That's enough of that. Thank you, Bob. And please apologize to any comedian who...
you badmouth.
I badmouth.
and by the way, Angry Black is downstairs. Can you let him up, Ronnie?
Yeah, Ronnie. Let him right in.
Great. Ronnie, you idiot. I'll see you later.
Right. Ronnie definitely would have let those 9/11 terrorists right through.
Oh, please.
Well, somebody else did.
What's the name, Masawi? This way, buddy.
If
Bob
they
Levy
had
said.
technical problems, he'd have gotten them a mechanic.
Hey, let me wire that bomb for you.
If they ain't on the list, don't let them in. That's it.
I'm distracted by, we got a new wall here today. The wall keeps changing color.
Yeah, we didn't like it. The wall behind the couch, not great. Now it's better.
Yeah, I walked in here after the show, after doing the wrap-up show to get something, and it looked like there was a physical bomb that dropped it.
It's really weird. We have a red couch and a blue wall behind the couch. And I wonder, does anybody... Oh, I see it changes.
It changes color. You didn't. That's what I'm saying. It's distracting because I look up it's purple, I look up it's green, and I look up it's blue.
Is that going to change through every interview?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, look at it. It's turning purple now.
Oh, who is designing this set? It is like a cornucopia of images flashing in my head.
Does that distract you that it changes?
Now it's pink.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's magenta.
Oh, sorry.
These guys are going nuts. Who's designing this?
That's what I'm saying. Every time I try to look at Artie, the colors change.
Yeah. Well, maybe because...
Try not to look at me. Shouldn't be so hard.
Scott, are you behind this? Because you have the worst friggin' taste on the planet.
Oh, you know that.
Did you design the changing colors behind people's heads?
Dude, you think I'm not a designer? I'm the
Who
director.
did that?
There's a set designer.
Yeah.
And as far as it's a look that we're going for. We'll switch it. It's fine.
What is it? Red, purple? It's like going wild in here.
It's not, Howard. You're the only one who's commented that the studio looks busy. It's not. It looks great.
You got fists flying through the air with the H. the H fist is just a thing. It's not supposed to be like my whole life.
Well, tell that to Ralph. Ralph helped with that.
Well, I'm telling you, you can get rid of it.
Okay. You want no fists anymore?
No flying fists.
No flying fists. All right, we'll change that.
Yeah.
That's easy. But this I can stop. Watch. Mike, go to green and hold it in green.
Yeah, that's good.
There you go.
Good. Pick a color. Not green, but pick a color.
Yeah, that's a terrible color.
Blue is probably what we end up with.
The gray was fine.
And we can slow it down a lot, but it's great.
Right.
It'll be good.
Thank you.
You're
Scott
welcome.
took a beating on the wrap-up show. From you. No, from the callers.
Why'd you take a beating?
Because of the situation with where Daniel had to go and everything in the chair and stuff.
No, there was a conversation about the Robin fiasco, about her not wanting to leave her booth, and I was just sort of explaining how we also didn't know, and it was a big headache for us, and I don't know. Then Artie just said maybe the show should get a new director.
Not a new director, a director.
A director. Yeah. Fuck up my joke.
I heard Scott said he was born to be a director. That's what you've been telling people.
Why study?
Yeah, Dylan, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, brother.
I'm a big fan of you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, the roast is really good. I loved it.
Yeah, I did too.
I listened to it three times. That was great, man.
Yeah, it was wild. I'm telling you, you got to listen to it. But, again, I could be wrong, but that's just my personal opinion. Bong Hit Bill, you're on the air.
How's it going, buddy?
But I got two of you guys on at the same time. God damn it. Hold on a second.
All right.
Hold on. I'm going to lose you. I know it. Hold on. You there? Bong Hit? No?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're on the air.
Howard. Hey, brother, this is Jeff.
Hey, Bong Hit. Bong Hit, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Great roast yesterday, great roast. Filled with crazy tension. You could feel it in the audience. You could totally feel it. Like, you didn't know if 1 second Earthquake was going to flip out. Sal was great. Yucko was awesome. Everybody did a really good job.
You got to listen back to it. It's the best one yet. I'm telling you. We were way down on it, and we were wrong. We're just way off base.
I can understand.
Ralph called in and, started with the negative.
And believe me, it took me hours to get right yesterday.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, we really messed up.
Yeah, I was real bummed out. I'm walking around here. We did a shitty show, but, it wasn't our fault. We just did the roast. We went with the concept. And, and then, man, I listened back to it, and each thing was just so much fun to look forward to. It was great.
There was so much dead silence after the show. Nobody knew where to go. It got really hectic at one point. I cannot wait to see this on demand.
Yeah, that's on tonight.
I cannot wait. I'm waiting for my thing to come through so I could see those crazy broads from the other day with those crazy machines.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's on there already.
I didn't see that yet. That looks pretty that sounded hectic.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Oh, man, that's going to be awesome, Howard. This on demand is the best.
By the way, that girl who shot Gary in the eye, I heard her on the news, and she says, that's what I live for, to shock people. I'm never going to tell somebody I'm going to do that before it happens.
It's funny, I saw her.
Yeah, but she's hitting people in the face.
She didn't care. She was like, that's me. I plan, my goal is to shock everybody on her.
That's me, man. I live to shoot my jizz in people's face.
It's funny, because I saw her, too, afterwards on a Maury Povich episode. It's called Living with Hepatitis.
That'd be wild. No, I think she gets tested. Obviously, she's, she's fine.
She said she had a brand new test.
She looks very
she
healthy.
was fine. But, she goes, hey, I can understand where he's coming from, but, that's who I am.
But how many dicks do you think are in between the test and that day?
Oh, it was like a 3-day-old test, only 40, 50 dicks.
I mean, she's,
Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
Howard, it was awesome. And I was trying to call you yesterday to tell you have to replay it because it was so unpredictable.
Yes.
And there was times it stunk so bad. And I think when you roast Artie, that's going to be very predictable. It's going to be the devil dog jokes, the Dana jokes, the dog jokes.
Right.
So that was so
She's right.
unpredictable, Howard.
Robin If you ever want to do yourself a favor, go listen to it, because I was more down than any of you in this room.
And where was Robin? Robin, where were you sitting?
She was sitting...
I was sitting all over the place.
Yeah.
They didn't know, you know...
At one point, she was on my lap.
If somebody had been really thinking that, it was said, Artie will be on the day as his chair is open, but nobody was thinking.
Well, nobody's as smart as you, Robin. No one can think that quick.
No. People know what the setup was, and they were keeping it to themselves.
That's right.
I'm telling you, Howard, it was awesome. And
no need to communicate.
Unpredictable. Howard, I hope you feel better. I love you. More films are coming in, and I love On Demand.
Yes, the film festival. I met with Doug Goodstein yesterday afternoon about the film festival, and I saw the layout of the theater. It should be pretty good. It's got double balcony. You know, it's like a real deal. Like, we're going to have a real film festival. And, you know, there's going to be, I think, like 8 or 9 finalists at that point, plus all of our films. Mm-hmm. Should be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it.
I hope it's at least as good as this roast.
Oh. Yeah, I hope we get some real good ones. Let's go to Chris. Chris, you're on the air in Virginia.
Hey, Howard.
Hey. And then I got Gary the retard with his girlfriend.
Ooh. Yeah, yesterday after the roast, man, when you came back from a commercial and everybody sounded so bummed out, I was just sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, why is everybody so bummed out? I was like, that's fucking awesome. I was laughing my ass off the whole roast. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you were in the studio, it just felt like death. And I don't know, it was just a weird vibe. Like a lot of the comedians were just sitting there ticked off. And then Daniel Carver sitting there with a big smile on his face and the hood. I don't know what went on. And the audience...
even out in the hall afterwards, the comedians were all bummed out.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a really weird scene. And then you listen to it on the radio, and it was like, wow.
The audience just got up and walked away.
Awkward silence.
It was awkward all around. When we went to commercial, everyone was leaving here, and I was just like so bummed out, I didn't even say goodbye to the audience.
So when the roast was over, did y'all have to sneak Daniel Carver out the back door or something?
No, I don't even know what they did with it. I saw him disappear.
Gary said he ushered him immediately into one of the green rooms and got everybody else out of the place while Daniel was closed in.
We're the only show that treats a Klan member like Elvis.
Yeah, well, but we didn't want, we didn't know if tempers were going to, flare. So we didn't want to mix it. We didn't know what to expect. We just didn't know. So it was a weird day yesterday. And maybe it was a train wreck of some weird proportion, but it was amazing to listen to. Amazing. And I had a thoroughly good trip out to Long Island listening to this thing for an hour. I heard about an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm glad I heard it. I'm driving out to Long Island yesterday to meet with my daughter. I wanted to do some stuff with my daughter. And I'm listening to Howard 100. And I hear the replay of the roast. Now, this is going to be controversial. I think yesterday's roast was the best roast so far.
Welcome back to the wrap-up show. John, Gary, Ralph, and Artie. 888-STERN-100 is the number.
You just missed a great show.
I'll talk about it.
What's the matter?
No, Ralph getting bummed out because he doesn't know the schedule for when we're doing Friday shows and stuff. And I was telling Ralph that it's all there on Lotus Notes. And the last conversation I had with you was, you said my Lotus Notes isn't working. I said that's the lifeblood of this show. So call Laura and see about getting it fixed. So the fact that you're not working with that...
I have a new computer. I ordered a new computer.
But this is the first time.
I ordered a new computer.
Hold on a second. You asked me a question.
I'm not asking you. You interjected yourself. I just said I didn't know there was a Friday show tomorrow. And you said, are you on Lotus Notes? And I said, no. And you got all fucking amped up.
And I go, you got to be on Lotus Notes. And you're like, I can't fucking be on Lotus Notes. But the last conversation you and I had was call Laura and get set up on it. And you never called me to...
You asked me if I'm Lotus Notes. Obviously, do you ever see a note from me on Lotus Notes? The notes go back to people. Obviously, I'm not. And you keep asking me the same question.
I don't sit around and think about where your notes are coming from. Because
you don't see a note.
No, because they come to me on Lotus Notes. That's where I get my email.
Dude,
all my email comes in. I know because you know what? Because you haven't spent the time.
It's not an issue with you.
It is an issue.
You're not the producer. John is. John should have emailed me the schedule.
John shouldn't have to email you anything.
John doesn't even call me back. Called you 2 days ago. You don't get back to me.
Wow. That's bullshit.
It's not bullshit, John. Called you 2 days ago. I keep calling you. I never hear back from you.
Ralph, last week, did I tell you I needed you to start pulling the clips for the Friday show? Did I say where have your emails been over the last 2 weeks?
In fact, the first email I saw from you was 2 days ago regarding the Friday show.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know we were doing a show this week.
But it's your job to know. There's a schedule.
So give it to me.
Why don't you go and ask for it?
What
do you mean give it to you?
Send me the schedule. I have asked for it. I asked John for it. Give it to me.
For what?
Didn't I ask you for the schedule last week?
For the Friday show schedule last week?
Yes, you said there's a schedule. I said, I didn't know that. Could you send it to me?
No, Tracy emailed it out to everybody.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever what?
Whatever. I don't have the schedule. I didn't know there was a show tomorrow.
But the only person whose fault it is that you don't have the schedule is you, and I don't know why it always becomes someone else's fault.
Why is it my fault?
Because it's your job to know.
No, it's your job to inform me.
No, it's not.
How do I know there's a schedule? It's random.
But you just said nobody sent you the schedule, so obviously you do know there's a schedule. You just haven't gone out of your way to get it.
Ralph,
What do I have to do to get the schedule?
And we gave you a way to get it on a load of snow. So you didn't tell me. You told me you were having a problem. You didn't tell me it was impossible for you to get it. You just said you were having an issue. That was the last conversation I had with you. Oh, now it's quiet, sulking Ralph.
Whatever.
Ralph, I would feel...
It's not interesting. You're
honestly,
wasting
Ralph,
time.
It's very interesting.
I would feel naked without Lotus Notes.
You today I'm watching you try to work the web.
Did you actually try to get on the web to see that picture?
You don't even check your voicemail. Artie calls in sick, and you don't even check your cell phone, and people are hunting them down. So who are you to
deflector. Yeah. Again, where's that long list you were going to bring me of the shit that you've thought up, produced, and seen through to the end?
I had a whole bit ready, and I'll do it tomorrow on the Friday show.
Okay, so you've written one bit in 14 years.
But I'm not a radio. I'm not a radio show. I'm not a radio show producer.
No, but you're a radio show.
Well, I don't understand. What is your point about that? I produce a lot of stuff.
No, you don't produce anything.
What
you
do
is you tell everybody, you critique everything, but you don't produce shit.
Wait, hold on, Ralph. You say that all the time. You should back that up. You produce a lot of stuff. What?
Yeah, what do you do?
And I'm not piling on. I want to know.
What do you consider produce? What do you consider produce? What do you consider produce?
Come up with an idea,
right?
See it through,
right?
And present it so that no one else has to work on it but you. Even the bit you didn't do.
You don't think
know that, right?
But
the bit you didn't do.
But producers don't do anything.
Not true.
They delegate.
No, you don't do anything.
You don't sit and edit tape.
Executive producers don't do anything.
Not all the time, but at times I will. I'll go on with Scott.
Yeah, you told me. What about the shows for the Friday show clips that I pull? They don't just appear.
That's a different thing.
It's not a different thing. You could give a shit what I do. Fuck you, man. Like anything I come up with, you'd be like, I'm not. That's why I'm not going to sit here and defend myself. You don't realize my value. You could care less.
What value? Well, tell me your value.
I don't have to fucking explain.
We have 24 minutes
Howard
left.
understands my value. I could give a shit if you think.
And that goes to what we're really talking about here.
Fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, asshole. What we're talking about here is that you don't respect me.
No, you see that? No,
I've got Howard. Oh, I've got Howard. I don't need you.
You don't respect me. Clearly.
I listen to your shit. You just,
what shit?
You're a day late and $1 short every fucking thing you work on.
What?
Anything that you're involved in is going to be fucking late and half-assed done.
Okay.
I don't respect John.
No, but that's what it's about.
Fuck you, Artie.
It's not, Gary.
No, if you're involved, it ain't going to be on time.
Oh, you'll get more of this tomorrow on the Friday show.
Oh, I guess so. I'm tuning in.
You're just being an asshole.
I may actually buy serious.
No, you are. What you just said is, Gary, you don't respect me, but fuck you because I got Howard. I don't need you.
No, but you want me
to. That's what you just said.
What do you mean? You want me to explain myself to you? I mean,
why wouldn't you explain yourself to me?
Because I can't. I can't, because you don't realize anything that I do, so you could give a shit. So I'm going to sit here and defend myself to you?
What is it that I don't realize that you do? So tell me the great things that you do that I don't realize. I'm waiting to hear them.
I don't.
No, what are they? What are these great things that I'm missing?
I didn't say I don't do anything great.
What do you do that's great? You call up and you critique, but what do you produce?
All right, nothing.
What do you produce?
Nothing.
That's right. That's exactly right.
All right, so what's your point? I produce nothing, so what's your point?
If I could sit around all day and critique you, but at least I do something. Those who do should do. Those who critique can't fucking do.
But I don't.
That's the end of the sentence.
I don't understand your point.
You should write a column.
I'm not a radio show producer.
But you sure can tell me how to be one.
Well, I could make suggestions. I could make suggestions.
You don't make suggestions.
Like
You're
when
a
Artie
sniper.
when Artie doesn't show up for work, you should check your voicemail.
Okay, so now you found one thing I fucked up in the last couple. What have you ever done? You do nothing. You add nothing. You bring nothing.
How about the fucking heater? It took you 6 days to go down and finally get the fucking when Howard asked for it.
Okay, so there you go, Ralph. You got your two things, but you do nothing.
I could keep coming up with them.
I would love to switch jobs with you because this place would be in a fucking pile of ashes.
I would love to too.
You couldn't do it.
I could do it.
You so couldn't do it.
Oh please.
You couldn't.
A pile of ashes.
Be in a pile of ashes.
Yeah, you're so fucking important. The place would crumble without you.
No, I didn't say it would crumble without me. It would crumble with you.
All right.
That's the difference.
We'll switch job for a week.
Oh, so I get to do nothing and fucking watch TV?
That's it.
So wait,
call the show at 9:30 and tell Gary what he does wrong? I'm in.
So Ralph, you'll produce the show and Gary can call in and just do basically what you do?
The show will suck, and Howard will look like a Little League coach.
No, but you got
to dress Howard too. You got to go shopping and do the returns.
No, but you get mad. You're getting. Why is everybody coming in? It's not that big a deal. You're getting mad over the fact that during the break I told you that you should be on the way.
I'm not getting mad. I wasn't mad over that. I was surprised. I didn't know the schedule.
Was he pissed off?
And I was talking.
Am I crazy? Was he sort of angry? Was Ralph angry during the break that he didn't know what was going on?
Well, you both were.
And then we're not. And that we're not telling him. That's a big fucking plot. Not
yes, Ralph, you were angry.
Yes.
No, I didn't say it was a plot.
But that's what you make it sound like. Nobody tells me anything. Like you're left out on some weird level.
You just want to jump in on me. I didn't even say anything.
You looked right at me and you go, "Why did you send me a schedule?" You looked right at me.
I didn't say that to you. I didn't say that. You're so sensitive.
Gary, you could JPEG Ralph.
You're not the producer, Gary. Why would I? I said John's the one who should have made sure I knew about it.
Oh, okay. Hey,
so
Ralph.
you're the producer, John.
So you're angry at me,
no,
not
I'm
at
not
Gary.
angry, but I'm confused. I don't know. It's okay.
No, you're angry. I don't know why you won't say you're angry.
I'm not angry.
I think the wrap-up show jumped the shark.
We're gonna.
Well, now what do we talk about?
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
This is like after the roast.
This is the wrap-up show on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
You're listening to the Morning Wrap-Up Show. Call 888-STERN-100. 888-STERN-100.
Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge later today on Howard 101. 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific. Any of your men's health issues can be possibly answered with Dr. Mark. That's for an hour. Also, we're going to put girls on the torture rack and possibly some shot collar karaoke. Those hot chicks from Deja Vu. It's all happened on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show on Howard 101.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Hey, what are you doing? This is Andrew Dice Clay, and you're listening to John Henn and Gary Dell'Abate on the Wrap-Up Show. Know what I mean?
Welcome back to the Wrap-Up Show. John Henn, Gary Dell'Abate.
That's funny as hell.
Ralph Sorella.
Gary, you know what it's like? Like, you have this attitude towards me. Like, I'm
Artie,
you think that I don't like that I really disrespect you. That here's a perfect example. I was thinking about this. I called you the other day. I was listening back to the show, and that girl squirted on you.
You laughed at me.
You cracked me up. I thought it was really funny, and I was just sort of relating that to you.
But did it ever dawn on you? Did it ever dawn on you that I was really upset by it for real? No, for real. Like, could you tell from the show and everything afterwards that it was very upsetting to me? Did you ever ask me how I was? All you did to call me was to tell me that you couldn't believe how indignant I was that the girl squirted in my eye.
It was so funny.
No, I know, and I get you can
but
laugh.
But it was
at
funny. But
I
wasn't.
I
wasn't calling it like, "Hey, you're a douchebag. You got squirt." You know what I mean? I was like,
"Well, what's the other reason you called? You made me laugh because you were the butt of a fucking squirt eye joke."
No, you were just your attitude. I thought was funny. I mean, and you made me laugh. But wait. So
I can't believe that. I think it's funny that you think that's a compliment that you called me to goof on.
Then I was listening to the roast. And I hadn't heard Sal, and I heard Sal, and I called Sal. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was really funny. I called Sal and go, forget all the stuff you do. Fuck the radio stuff. You should just be a roast guy. I mean, you're great at it.
Right.
If I said that to you, you'd get pissed off at me that I said the radio show stuff sucks.
No, that's an actual compliment. How you can compare that compliment to calling me and goofing on me for getting squirted?
I wasn't goofing on you.
When did you call Sal and tell him he was great? Because yesterday you called and said the roast.
Yesterday when I listened back to the roast and I hadn't heard him.
But you said the roast sucked.
Well, what I heard sucked.
Well, after he heard Howard liked it, then he had to call Sal and tell him it was good.
No. I heard it. Yeah, I called Sal yesterday.
I don't know how you heard that roast from the echo inside of Howard's ass.
You're just jealous.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Let's play clip number 3.
Ralph's gonna love my new bit though that I pitched. It's Gary gets stabbed with an AIDS needle.
Hey, Gary, that was great.
Here's what Howard said about the roast this morning when he first came in.
I'm driving out to Long Island yesterday to meet with my daughter. I wanted to do some stuff with my daughter. And I'm listening to Howard 100. And I hear the replay of the roast. Now, this is going to be controversial. I think yesterday's roast was the best roast so far.
And then I called Ralph and told him what to think.
Now... Do you find it?
Track him down. I swear I didn't talk to Howard yesterday.
But do you find it ironic that Howard reversed ground on it, and then you come in and
that's why we're friends. We have a similar mindset. We both like to sit around and goof on Gary.
Now, Artie, did you change your mind at
He
all
gets
about
paid,
the
you
roast?
do it
with
for free.
I know you didn't listen back to it, but a day later, based on the conversation?
I don't know. It was really uncomfortable. It's hard to watch people bomb. But again, we always said that the one cool thing about a roast that we would do would be we'd leave in all the scars. You know, it's. I do think that me, Shuli, and Sal have an advantage knowing everybody. I really do. It's hard to come in. Like, Earthquake clearly doesn't listen to the show.
So how do you explain what happened with Levy, then?
Levy couldn't talk.
Bob got a little flustered there, but
he was out drinking till like 3 in the morning.
I don't know. I could just speak for myself that at the Ronnie roast, I feel I had one of the best sets I've ever had in my life.
That's true.
As a stand-up comic. Like it went, and this set that I had, there were times where I felt just as good, and I thought I really felt good about it. I thought Sal killed, I thought Shuli killed, I thought Lisa killed, and then the other people bombed to me in an entertaining way.
Right.
I really think that, and it was uncomfortable, but that's what was cool about it.
But can I argue your point for a second?
So I kind of liked it yesterday, though.
I loved it yesterday, and I said that on the show. I like it. That's what we always said we would do. I love hearing people bomb, and I thought Modi's bombing was the most entertaining thing I've ever seen live.
Right.
I don't know how it played on radio.
You could hear the flop sweat.
But your whole rap about having to know the person, the first roast we did when it was a Ralph roast, Bob brought a couple of guys I'd never heard of.
They were huge fans, though.
Who killed?
Yeah, but they were huge fans. They've been listening forever. They know Ralph's persona. They're big fans.
I don't know.
Jameson, that kid Morse, I know those guys. Florentine, they're huge fans.
Morse killed, and I'd never heard of him before, and he killed.
Big fan of the show.
You know, so I listened back. When I tuned into it when, I guess it was Modi, the gay guy.
So you caught it like the second half.
You didn't hear the me, Shuli, or
right.
Sal.
So when I listened back yesterday, and then I heard it from the beginning, you guys were great, and and that's probably a fault of Levy's. If he's not a producer, I mean, if he produced it better, he would have scattered you guys throughout it.
Well,
so
you know what?
It would have carried it through a little bit better. You know
Ralph,
what I mean?
You're 100% right, but in Levy's defense. Look,
he was out drinking.
No. I've done roast before, and I forced Bob. I said, Bob, this is the one time I have some power, and I want to go in the top 3 because it sucks to go last. And Sal said the same thing. I want to go first. Like, Sal's nervous, so Bob bowed to us, and it just worked out where it was top heavy. It just, there was a solid hour of nothing, but it was entertaining. So I think Howard noticed that listening, but I always thought it was kind of cool.
Well, that's the brilliance of the show. I mean, it's never bad. It's never like, oh God. But the end when I tuned in, and then to the end of the show, there was this weird with energy. You could hear it through the radio, and I was like, oh my! I almost turned the radio off. I was just like, I'm not interested anymore because you guys didn't sound interested. It just was like
something happened yesterday that I've never seen before in the 5 years here. Howard didn't know what to do. I never saw that before. He was like, I don't want to trash anybody, but I don't know how to go on. I don't know what to do. And then he got into that crazy rap with Jessica, where he just, like he just fucking nailing her. Like he's married at the time she says, "I want to blow you." Like he got into like
quick, go to the whore. I don't know what to do.
It was so funny. Like, he reacted brilliantly to it. He came up with a good bit.
Tom in Allentown, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, I think somebody needs to call Imus's wife because somebody needs a diaper change.
I don't get it.
Ralph.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but why Imus's wife?
That was an obscure reference to open with.
You're funny. I'm really upset to be.
Jessica Hahn, you're on the wrap-up show.
Guess who, guys?
Guess who?
Hey, it sounds like you guys need to be cheered up. You know what?
You're going to come and blow us?
That's what I was going to say. Listen.
I want the hand job after hearing about it.
I thought, this won't be cheating. I'll just breathe on all of you. Just lay down. And Artie, you can have a...
I want a little bit more than you breathing on me.
I know. Yeah, Artie, I'll give you a drink. You don't have to see a shrink.
Jessica, you sound like a sweetheart on every level.
I mean, I am.
Yeah.
And I mean it. You guys, you guys have all been working a lot. And yesterday, by the way, with Levy, you guys got to give him a little bit of a break because he's probably dealing with all aspects of the show.
Yeah, he was. He was flustered.
And the thing you got to understand too is Bob didn't really bomb so much as watching him made it seem like he was bombing because Bob's hands were shaking.
The opening was weak, but in between his comebacks were really funny.
And the funny thing about Bob is, and if he were here, we'd say it right to him, Bob's a great guy. But he's got to study the paper. He doesn't read that great.
Yeah, no, I know.
And it's funny watching him stumble over the material he wrote.
Right.
Like if he can't read it, who can?
But the problem was when he came out and did the intros, he made a comment to me because I was standing back there with Gary that the crowd didn't seem as into it as they were in the past ones, and he thought because there was just a weird vibe going around.
It was a weird vibe.
You know what I think? They were waiting for a lead, like maybe because Bob was so overwhelmed and had so much on his mind that, you know, he couldn't even get into, like, the audience was looking for somebody to go, okay, that's funny, you can laugh, or, you know, and there was a lot of arguing, and what's his name set a bit weird tone when he called those comedians whores. What's Angry Black? It just...
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't
but
like that.
It was also weird to have a guy like Daniel because, you know, it's just these comics got out, who I heard, you know, and they couldn't help getting political a little bit, and that's, you know, it's like he...
You know, here's where Daniel did really well yesterday. If you can do well,
he did very well.
See, here's what Daniel does. He does not get angry. You can. I've seen people get right in his face and threaten him, and he just is sort of flatline. And so, if somebody says, you know, Daniel, you're a piece of shit, and I'd like to kill you, and I'll go, there you are, the nigger again, just resorting to violence.
Well, but there's nothing fun about Daniel. I mean, he's not a great human being.
Dark character. He loves comedy. He goes to comedy shows all the time.
But you know what I mean? It's just like this sad person sitting there who's horrible and.
But he pisses people off. He gets them to get angry and violent, and he doesn't. And then he goes, see, there you go again. And you know, what are you going to do? But
you know what? That would have been a funny take. Like, he's not insulted by being called a racist. Like Howard said, people should have gone up there and go, I heard Daniel use African American the other day.
well, that Sal sort
what a pussy.
Sal sort of took that, you know, that road about, like, I'm not here to yell at him. I'm here to praise him. And that was sort of funny.
All right. Thanks, Jessica. Talk to you soon.
Guys?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You go ahead. I love you.
I love you, too.
Yeah, make no, Jessica brought down a fucking ministry, man. She knows how to give a hand job.
Anthony in Delaware, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. What's up?
What's up,
Anthony?
I agree with Artie as far as, you know, hearing somebody bomb is funny to a certain extent, but Jesus Christ, I mean, blacks haven't bombed like that since Tuskegee Airmen. You know what I mean?
I like that. That's good.
I was like, holy shit.
You know, Lisa Lampanelli was in here yesterday, and she made a point. She said that all the black comics that came in just didn't prepare.
Weren't prepared.
Right.
And
shocking.
Well, I don't know about that, Ralph, but I mean, it definitely.
That's what Lisa said.
But any comic that comes in here, like, you know, you're going on the Stern Show, like, how can you not bring your A-plus game?
Yeah, I wonder, do you think any of those guys thought this was less of a roast because it was the Howard Stern roast?
I think it's funny. When you're a comic, you have to go on radio shows in Green Bay and promote stuff, and you begin to have an incredible lack of respect for radio in general. You know what I mean? So I think some of those guys, I think they had a weird perspective on it and didn't realize, like, look, this is almost like a modern-day Tonight Show. That's how I look at Howard and a lot of other people who are in comedy, and I think to black guys, it might not be just as huge to them, and maybe they didn't prepare, you know? I don't know.
Well, I think Benji made a good point, too, when he said, you know, it's kind of a long, I don't know, how long did that go on for? It's kind of long.
Oh, my God, almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that's a long time to sit. Even if the stuff is funny, I'm zoning out at some point. Well, you know what I mean?
I think everybody agreed that the comic list needs to be cut in half.
Right.
And, you know, even, I mean, Sal and Shuley, as much as they killed, they kind of tailed off at the end too. It seemed like nobody got out.
Sal again. Every comedian's neurotic. Like, he sat down next to me and goes, yeah, a couple didn't work. I'm like, Sal, you had 2 or 3 clunkers out of 50. Like, don't focus on that. Because on Comedy Central, they would edit those out.
Right.
They just, anything, like, you know, and I had a couple of jokes in the beginning that I thought started slow and shit. But like Comedy Central, what they do is they just, all the shit that kills, they put on the fucking show.
Right. So as we said,
and then,
it's all about it being an honest, real roast. That's what happens.
You were funny.
I mean, it worked out well, but I mean, Comedy Central will make an 80% set look like a 98% set. That's what they do.
Did Howard read the email today? I didn't. Sometimes I'm on the phone during the show. Because there was a guy trashing during the email that was just joking around. I was like, Artie, we get it. We know it's 2006. Because he said that like 7 of your jokes started yesterday. With,
right.
Hey, Daniel, it's 2006. But I thought that was sort of a thing you were going for.
Yeah.
People don't get it sometimes.
At the end, I probably said it one too many times. Again, but it's like, you know, that shit, I think that's funny. The stuff that doesn't go as well stays in.
Rocco in Rochester. Oh, I'm sorry, in Rochester. You're on the wrap-up show.
Gary.
Yes.
Artie. Paisan.
What's up, brother?
Your dad must have jacked off in the flower pot. You're a blooming idiot.
Nice.
I think that was for who?
Was that for me?
That might have been
I'm guessing it's probably for me.
I think so. Who was that for?
Ralph.
Oh,
sorry.
Shocking.
That roast yesterday was great.
Were you at the Speedway?
Good, thank you.
Yes, I am.
All right. Go ahead, Rocco.
the best part for me is when Daniel Carver was sitting there. I can't remember what comic was making jokes, but he said something about sweating like a nigger at a Klan meeting.
Oh.
That almost made me wreck.
Daniel said that? I didn't even hear that.
You know what it was? It was that guy, Roman, who got here late because he had he got pulled over and he got here late and he was sweating. He walked in the middle of the roast sweating profusely.
It got worse, too, because he had bomb sweat, too.
Was he a black guy?
Yeah.
Pulled over?
Yeah.
Every stereotype was going on.
Unfortunately.
Late, getting pulled over by the cops.
Not a great day in African-American history right there. But, I've played full court basketball. Nothing's worse than bomb sweat. I've had bomb sweat before, man. It's the worst kind of sweat, and it stinks at the end of the day.
Bill in New Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Who's that, Bill?
Yeah, you're on, Bill.
Yeah, yesterday Sal was the bomb, man. I really don't like him on the show, but he really did a great job yesterday.
He's good on the
Artie,
show.
Artie, you're always good, man.
Thank you.
Gary, I don't know how you put up with all these morons you work with, man. I've been with you since dial date in the afternoon. I'm just so happy to have gotten through. I'm like addicted to. I got the radio on and the cable channel on at the same time every night now.
Well, thanks for the kind words.
All right.
Thanks, Bill.
Great call. Anybody screening?
Another thing you could do better than everyone.
Probably.
I'll give myself one pat on the back. I'm the only person to date who's tried a Fred joke, by the way.
I noticed that.
What was your Fred joke?
Oh, it was great.
It was, I said, you want to tell it? I don't care.
The thing wasn't that it was so funny. The thing that it was so based in reality.
Right. No, it was, Fred doesn't talk on the show, but don't get cornered by him off the show. I said on his next TV special, David Blaine has announced he's going to try to escape from a conversation with Fred.
It's so true. It's so funny.
I mean, I'm the only one who tried it.
I think Artie should be next because, like he said, it'd be great for somebody to come up after and go back. I think he'd be.
Somebody threw at us yesterday,
and he's certainly goofable.
You know who would be great?
Absolutely.
Jackie the Joke Man roast.
He would never do it, but I think he'd be awesome.
All right, we got to wrap up. Artie, thanks a lot for sitting in with us. Ralph, Gary, always a pleasure.
I can't wait to see
more of our conversation tomorrow on the Friday show.
This was the greatest wrap-up show ever.
You've been listening to the wrap-up show on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
A lot of people said never have Angry Black in the studio again. He ruined the roast.
I can see how they would feel that
That's
way.
right. This guy says, I liked it. Started out strong. Sal, Shuley, Artie. Went downhill a little bit, but still entertaining.
I still think we had an advantage of knowing people. It's tough.
Best part of the roast was the discussion and criticism of the roast at the end of the show. It was great to hear it dissected and examined. Same goes for After Show with everybody's take on it. I love it. I love the channels. This guy says it was the worst roast ever. You guys aren't right.
He agrees with the analysis.
Yeah, there's a couple of people here who said it blew. I shouldn't say everybody feels good about it. Someone recommends on Howard TV, watch Henry Hill.
Oh. I can't wait, yeah.
The Henry Hill drunk episode on Howard TV was great. I got to give Yucko credit for the greatest line of the show while busting Henry's balls. Do I look like a clown to you, Henry? Awesome. Love the new radio and TV shows. Good. Glad you're enjoying it. And Robin versus Gary, that whole thing, Robin, you took a hit. Robin was a bitch today.
Oh, well.
Gary's juggling 1,203,485 balls to get the roast ready, and Robin barely has one ball in the air. Honestly, the news is good, but she has to play. She has to play by the rules.
They're not getting it.
No, your side did not come through.
It's not only me. He didn't tell the TV people. They have to shoot it.
What the fuck is up Robin's ass? I love the woman.
You mother.
I love the woman, and without her, I probably wouldn't listen to the show. The guy, listen to what he's saying. I love the woman, and without her, I probably wouldn't listen to the show. But good Lord, Robin has a booth the size of a football field.
Right.
The new studio is massive.
They can hardly get that big Daniel Carver chair in here.
And her place to work takes up practically a third of it. She gets asked to move for, at most, an hour of a 4-hour show, and she throws a fucking fit. Robin, with all due respect, get the fuck over yourself.
You're an ass, and I hate you.
Has Mr. X gone impotent? Sounds like Robin is in desperate need of a good hard lay.
Sure. And you're just the man to deliver it.
Here's a guy who complains about Artie. You're not the only one who's angered the audience. Who is Artie to call Gary the retard smelly when all he does is smoke, drink, and eat junk food? Can you imagine what Artie's breath is like? Who is he to say Evil Dave interrupted him when he's hijacking every sentence that comes out of you and Robin's mouth? You do not. I'm enjoying Artie more than ever. And by the way, Artie is getting great reviews. Everywhere I go, they say he is 50 billion times better.
And that's what everybody says. Artie Unleashed is funnier than ever.
There's somebody very high up in the company I had a meeting with the other day, and he said to me, I never got Artie joining the show on terrestrial radio. Since he has joined on Sirius, I am an Artie fan, and Artie is the best one on the show. He said, no offense to you, Howard, but he's better than you.
Wow.
I'm a filthy scumbag, and when I'm unleashed with curse words, it works.
Yep.
That's very nice.
A little praise for Pharrell in the email. People like him. Controversial guy. People digging him.
Yeah, he's on a little late for me. I got to try to tape him. So.
I dug him. I'll tell you what, man. When you're winning a bet and he's, like, on your side.
You feel like you're,
I was having fun listening to him going, there's a 4200. Yeah.
Yep. Praise for Bubba, too. Been listening. Thanks for bringing Pharrell into the family. Listened to him since '96 on WFAN. I actually watch TV without the volume and listen to him from 8 to midnight. Bubba has grown on me tremendously. I listen religiously. He has a cult following that I realize I am now part of. I've watched NASCAR as a sport, and I hate it. Is it a sport? But I do love hearing Bubba talk about it. I'll be wearing a Stern or Bubba shirt opening day at the stadium when I go to see the Yankees. I don't know, and this says a lot of nice things about Bubba.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, in light of that terrible act in the race car world, the IndyCar dude, Paul Dana, dying.
Letterman's guy, yeah.
Yeah. Did you think to call Bubba and say, look, what are you doing?
No, you can't talk. No. I've already done that. I did that before and after the accident. Every time I get on the air with him, I go, "What are you doing? Well, why would you ruin it?" He loves it.
He's better off trying to talk me out of gambling.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, it's weird behavior. I know that. Angry Black, what do you want to say? A lot of criticism.
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for my actions the other day. I heard your rap on me, and you are 100% right. I apologize to you. I apologize to Freddie, because when I heard the replay on my last rant, Freddie was, oh, man. I apologize to Robin. I heard Robin call me an idiot. That hurt. I definitely apologize to Artie. Artie gave me this look during my last rap where he looked at me like if I was certifiable. I don't feel that I ruined the roast, but I did take away from it. When you do hear it again, it's still funny. I apologize to Bob Levy, Shirley, everybody, bro. I really am sorry about what happened, bro.
Well, yeah, you know what it is. First of all, you weren't supposed to be there, and I yelled at Ronnie for that. It's his fault.
No.
I said to him, Ronnie, you can't, just because Angry Black comes up and says, Reverend Bob Levy says I'm on the list, you can't let him in. So Ronnie took a hit because of you.
Ronnie took crap, and he should not have. Let me explain briefly what happened. I had left a voicemail for Gary, hoping to be invited. When Gary didn't call me back, I assumed that it was all right. I then spoke to Bob. I said, can you...
But if Gary didn't call you back, you assumed it was all right.
That's a nice assumption to make.
Usually you assume nobody wants you.
I'm wrong. I stand corrected. What's the word? Man up. I am wrong. I do not deny that. That's one thing. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And
I know you were trying to mix it up. But where it got me was when you started interrupting Judy Gold.
Yeah, well, and that's what got me as I'm driving home. I mean, I almost crashed into a trooper on the highway after I came over to GW. I heard the replay. I was like, yo, maybe I was a little bit over the line. And then over the weekend, I was like, no, I was over the line. And then when I heard Robin the next day, she called me an idiot. That's why I was like, I wanted to kill myself. Well, I won't kill myself.
All right, you've manned up. You've apologized. I understand. You tried something out. It didn't work. It backfired on you.
Thank you. Exactly. And I'm glad you understand.
Angry Black, apology accepted.
All right.
All right, there it is.
Let's move on.
Yeah, no, I said I usually like you on the show a lot, but that just came out of nowhere.
They have to show that look on your face. Or when it comes on Howard TV, that look you gave me, you leaned back, and you looked at me like, yo, something's wrong with this cat.
Angry Black, there it is. You've apologized. I understand you were trying to be funny. That I do understand. It backfired. Enough said.
All right, man. Have a good day, guys.
Let's put it in the past.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Robin, what else is in the news?